What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another live chat with the boys. It's Junkyard Breaks.
Your breaks.
What's up, fellas?
I like how you shake your camera.
He just shakes the camera.
Yeah, it's great.
It made me feel like it was really like earthquake.
That's right. Yeah, you don't get that just anywhere.
You don't get just
No.
your breaks.
That's a big one. So what do we got? Jimmy.
Dolph,
Oh
where's
my
your
gosh.
microphone? Where's your
Already?
microphone located?
Damn it. I swear, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be on mute the whole time.
We can't see your microphone. Nobody can hear you.
I guess. I can't believe I did that again. I'm really bad at it. What do you got for news, man?
Well, I mean, the only news that I really feel is even worthy coming out right this week is the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer.
Thor:
Or the
Love
teaser
and
trailer
Thunder.
dropped.
Yes, it did.
I'm so excited. I'm scared. I'm cautious, but I'm excited.
Well, he definitely
they-
saw one familiar panel. That was cool. That was
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah. And did you see the art breakdown next to the video breakdown to see how close they were?
Very
It was
close.
like they literally painted on top of it.
Except for Korg being there, it was
Yeah.
it was like right on the money. Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm
yeah,
really
if anybody
excited.
hasn't seen it yet, the Thor: Love and Thunder teaser trailer came out this week. Supposedly, it's going to stick close to the Thor: God of Thunder book series.
is it though?
Jason, well, I mean, as far as gore goes,
That's what, Jason Aaron?
Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic, yeah.
But even the whole like the tease of Olympus is like that's not in
Yeah, I
the
know.
book.
Well, I mean, I guess they have to bring in some of the gods.
Yeah.
He didn't even kill. He didn't kill Zeus in the book.
No.
But I mean, like how like to the letter if any Marvel movie's been. I mean, right? They're kind of like bits and pieces of different storylines. They may have a overall thematic arc, but they're not like to panel by panel, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're obviously bringing in Mighty Thor or Jane Foster in this, so it obviously doesn't stick to that storyline, but
No.
it's going to be fun. That's for sure. I don't know how happy I will be with gore as far as the movie goes, but I am expecting this movie to be fun. This is going to be a fun movie with all of the different versions of Thor that are going to be in there, and
So I told you they're gonna do the triple Thor with Valkyrie and Jane instead of old and young.
they also have the what are they? They have Natalie Portman. Man, I told you guys about those pics from. Looks like she got jacked.
She's
Yeah, but
jacked.
Dolph thinks it's a bicep double.
I thought it was a bicep dummy or a CGI face on a bodybuilder. I don't know. Maybe she did get.
bodybuilder.
No, there was on-set photos of her, and it looks like she literally is taking up CrossFit.
Cool.
Like she's got shoulders, she's got some guns. I mean,
I'm
it's
really
impressive.
excited about the soundtrack. To be perfectly honest, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
as a
The
big Wes
soundtrack.
Anderson fan, I love the usage of music in movies, and I always like. Is it Taika Waititi? Is that Taika?
But did he
Is that his
have actual music in Ragnarok, or was it just
He
like
had- he had-
electronic
well,
music?
No, you remember when
I don't.
Thor goes full God of Thunder? They play Immigrant Song.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he blows everybody off he smashes everybody off the bridge. Yeah, so I like that subtle usage of big power songs, and I really like the GNR and the
Yeah.
in the trailer.
Didn't they use the immigrant song more than once in like two separate areas?
They may have yeah. I just thought it was particularly effective on that when he goes full
Still
lightning
the
bolt.
big, in my opinion, the biggest laugh of that movie is when Mark Ruffalo lands on the bridge. Holy crap! It cracks me up every time.
Just
I know
splat.
it's
Yeah.
coming, and it's like, damn, that's funny.
I mean, and we got a little bit of that in the trailer too, with Star Lord and his big
Yeah.
soliloquy, and then Thor's head just drifting into the frame. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that as well.
Oh, I forgot to text Joe that we started.
I think I think
the
I've
other-
grown my
the other-
beard big enough to where I could go to the film dressed as like Odin.
Yeah.
It was funny, Chris. I was going through your Instagram, and it shocked me when I saw photos of you without your beard.
I know, right?
Oh, I've never seen babyface
Like a-
It's like
Chris.
it's like seeing Dolph with a very short beard again.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna take this, but
I look like a little kid.
this is, what is it? November growth. That's the last
I mean,
time I shaved.
you guys both have to be in ZZ Top if it gets much longer.
I'll do it.
Let's rock.
I'll do it.
You see, I did tag the beards of Instagram when I had to get the beards of Instagram in there.
So what else, Jimmy? Just Thor?
Thor, and I don't know if it was like a prophetic wisdom last week, but I was talking about how how I was mistaken that there's some backlash on what's his name, Ezra Miller, and he had to go and throw another chair at a girl at a bar.
Yeah, he got arrested again yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, that dude.
Well,
Yeah. They got it. They have to recast
Second time in like a
him.
month or something.
Are they gonna recast him and refilm all of his scenes? Like,
I don't.
at this point, like, eesh.
I mean, that movie kept on getting pushed back anyway. So
right.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe they will.
how many chairs can one man throw at individuals? I mean, this isn't the NFL.
I don't know. I've been to ECW matches.
Have you? I've never been to an
I have.
ECW match.
I
Tables,
mean,
ladders, and
typically-
chairs.
Typically, the only person who's immune to that many chair throws is Antonio Brown. I mean, Antonio Brown will, he'll still land on his feet
The land of the holy shit chant.
at a cool mil plus per season. But yeah, I don't know. ECW, that's hilarious. Those chairs are lit on fire with thumbtacks on them, aren't they, Chris?
Dude, it was a good time, man. We used to go all the time too, because it's right in Philly,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
and we were just as much at risk as the wrestlers were, depending on where you were sitting. We
Yeah,
were
I can
usually
imagine.
ringside, so good
yeah,
time.
as far as Marvel news goes this week, it's been a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
There was but I found out that there was some guy who, for some reason, watched Spider-Man No Way Home 292 times in the theater.
In the theater?
In the theater to
That's
set
like-
a new world record.
That's like $30,000.
Yes,
Yeah,
292 times.
Or no,
Why?
what is
I have
No,
no
it's only
idea.
like-
Unless he
It's like
had one of those monthly things, he could have just kept using it over and over again.
Oh,
What-
wait a
what-
second. He actually has set this record twice.
Oh,
A
wait,
Florida
that's
man
only
named
$3,000.
Ramiro Alanis.
Well, there's your first indication that it's probably a screwed up dude. He's from Florida.
That's true. That's true.
That totals up to 720 hours or 30 days worth of watching the same movie.
Oh, that makes even more sense. He probably intentionally got COVID, then quarantined in the theater for 10 straight days. He said, you can't get rid of me. He probably
I have to quarantine here.
he probably got some sort of PPP money to pay for the theater screenings.
Maybe.
And then
Okay.
and then he reversed subweight and gained 30 pounds in 30 days from just eating popcorn.
Well, get this, guys.
Would
This
you
is
gain
actually,
that much weight from eating popcorn, though? You
This
just,
is interesting.
If you ate buttered theater popcorn,
Oh,
probably
no,
more
no.
than that. Yeah.
Now, I know that at least Dolph and I regard ourselves as cinephiles. I mean, we
Yes.
watch a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
I know Jason has very little time to watch a lot of movies. I'm not sure about Chris. I've never gotten into it with him. But I know that you and I watch a lot of movies.
We do.
here's this thing. This is actually the second time Alanis has claimed his record. He previously set the record in 2019 by watching Endgame 191 times, surpassing Joanne Connor of Australia's prior record of watching Bohemian Rhapsody 108
Oh my
times.
god, that movie's terrible.
How would you stomach watching
that movie
I
is
couldn't
It's
do
not
it
worth
once.
watching more than
bad.
once. And
Couldn't
then last
do it
year,
once. I felt sick.
Terrible.
last year, a Frenchman named Arnaud Klein had broke Alanis's previous record by watching Camelot, the first installment. I don't even know what that movie is.
I don't know what that is.
Camelot. It's Kamelott.
It's got to be a
He
French
watched that
film.
204
Foreign
times.
Wow.
Probably
I guess
some
it's a
weird
French
French,
film.
porn parody.
Probably.
Maybe.
What do they serve at French cinema? Do they
Snails.
serve-
French
Snails.
fries.
And
Franche
Peru.
bread.
Yeah, French bread with
French bread.
You know
Franche
what that's
dressing.
from?
Better
What's
off
that
dead.
from? Yeah, there it is.
And Peru.
Monique.
French bread with
Monique.
The universal language of love.
Of love.
Ricky!
I just saw here that, did you know they were doing a Bone animated adaptation?
Oh no.
It just got canceled.
So that's wrong. They're not doing it.
They're not doing it. They were doing it.
They
They
were.
were doing it, but now they're not doing it.
They thought about doing it.
Oh, I did see another teaser trailer I was excited about in geek culture, and that is what is it? Shit. Love, Death and Robots season 3.
Oh yeah, I love the first 2 seasons.
Oh, I love the first 2 seasons. So this one is going to be in between the first season and second season as far as episodes, because the first season had something like 13 to 15 episodes, I think, and the second season only had like 8 to 10. So I think they're going to have another long season. If you guys, Jason and Chris, have not watched those,
Yeah, they're really good.
I know, Chris, you would love some of that because there is some serious cool horror and sci-fi horror, but still horror. And yeah, Jay, the guy who helped produce and create Into the Spider-Verse has had at least one in each of those seasons.
I'm there.
It's a
Plus,
lot like
it's,
it's like Black Mirror meets Into the Spider-Verse. Like
Plus,
as
it's
far as
directed
style.
and directed
Is it
and
animated?
produced by David Fincher. So
Is it animated?
yeah,
It is
They're all animated. They're all
but
different.
each one is
Yeah,
different.
each one is different styles.
Okay.
So there's ones that are realistic. There's ones that are just straight up animation, like goofy animation. They usually
That's
have
like-
an adult theme.
What was
Um,
what was Aeon Flux on? Was that Liquid Television?
Eon Flux.
Yeah.
Yeah, MTV. Was it
Liquid-
Liquid
was it
Television?
Liquid
Yeah, I think it
I think
was.
it was a liquid television. Yeah.
Remember how they had like they were vignettes, right? And they were all those different styles.
But it was always her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was always.
Actually, it wasn't always her, was it?
No,
Well,
they had other
yeah,
cartoons.
they had other characters.
Yeah, but she. I think there was always one of the. She was in every episode.
Yeah.
Remember that? What was it? What was the other one? The Head?
Oh, there were. Oh yeah, I do remember that one.
I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
sort of remember that.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
brain just instantly went to that. I was like, whoa! That was creepy. That was creepy and awesome. I really liked that one.
You were
Yeah,
trying to-
Love, Death, and Robots is definitely worth a watch.
It's really good. Yep.
Season 1 was really good. Season 2 was pretty good too.
Jim, this is showing that Key Collector saying that Echo starts filming too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, starts filming on the 21st tomorrow.
Oh boy. That's because everybody's taking advantage of 420 today.
Oh, I forgot it was 420.
Is that what?
Why did you forget?
Ah,
That it
it's
was
not.
cool.
It's not really
Maybe
mine.
maybe Dolph was partaking.
Yeah, maybe.
Shock.
Do you know they're re-releasing Doctor Strange 1978 on Blu-ray?
Really? That's
May 6th.
super cool.
Or no, May 6th comes. I've never seen Doctor Strange, but I've seen photos of it. It looks like, isn't it Max von Sydow? It looks like him.
Probably.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's probably as good as
Captain America. What was that? 19. When
No,
was
probably-
that Captain America movie?
It's like early '80s, late '70s.
Yeah.
That was
probably
bad
as
too.
good as the Star Wars holiday special.
And that original Roger
Yeah,
Corman
baby.
FF, man. That Roger Corman FF is really good.
Who doesn't love them a little B. Arthur?
Oh, Dolph. The 1978. The guy who played Doctor Strange was Peter Hooton.
That is not Max von Sydow.
That's not Max von Sydow.
No, it's Peter Hooton.
My
And
eyes
Clyde
have, my eyes have fooled
Kusatsu
me.
played Wong.
Who did?
Clyde Kusatsu.
Well, if I'm gonna
You would
do
reckon-
a,
you would rec-
a
You would recognize him if you saw him.
fantasy
Easy.
recast, I'm doing Max von Sydow and Bruce Lee. There you go, done.
Yeah, they did have an ancient one, but yeah, they didn't have a Mordo. They didn't have. I guess he went against Morgan Le Fay in the film.
That was the bad guy.
I think so because it doesn't look like they had a. Yeah, it doesn't look like they had any of the Mordo. It didn't look like they had a Dormammu.
This is why we put Jimmy in charge of news. I mean, this is real time. He's doing this reporting in real time.
Real time reporting.
You can see
This
his
is
eyes
happening-
scrolling left to right. Right,
This is
exactly.
happening right now.
Everything but this just in.
This just.
This
Yeah,
just in.
News from the
Jessica
West.
Walter played Morgan Le Fay.
We just have to have
You just-
Amanda handing
you
him
just-
pieces of paper.
Right, exactly.
This just in.
Instead, I just slide you guys to the right side of my screen.
Damn it, Jimmy,
in a
you-
nice thing, and then I have all the news on the left side.
Nice. Yeah, there's not really. It's not really a news heavy week.
No, it's not.
Well, you did see Batman. What'd you think of Batman?
Oh, I
now
did.
that you
Oh,
finally
yeah.
saw it?
Okay. All right. We could get into that just for a couple seconds.
That's only
I
Jimmy
loved it.
related news, but-
You loved
I loved it.
I as well loved it.
I still
I
didn't
have
see
heard
it.
people saying that it's their favorite Batman movie. I'm not going to go there. But I did like the feel of the movie. I didn't mind the length. It actually went a little bit fast
Yeah, I
for
didn't mind
me.
the length either.
But it felt like a Fincher movie, and I'm a huge Fincher fan. So it definitely felt like that grit, that darkness.
Yeah, I always said it. It
Obviously, the
reminded me
Riddler-
like it's Seven combined with it
With,
definitely had a Seven feel to it.
with Zodiac, yeah.
With
it felt like
Zodiac, yep.
Zodiac and Seven put together.
I saw Sonic too.
Ooh.
I loved it. I love Sonic. Thumbs up.
I don't know if I made it through the first one.
Really? Oh, I love the first one. I just don't know about what's his name, Marsden. He's a little weird.
James Marsden. What, is it Marsden?
Marsden,
Marsden? James Marsden?
something like that. He's
Yep.
not my favorite. I don't know. He's kind of goofy. Like it's not sincere. He's just like acting. Like he's saying lines. He's not acting.
You don't
He's
like
not-
Cyclops?
No, I didn't like him as Cyclops. No, he would be like out of you take all the X-Men, he would be the one I would most want to recast. They just did not like him ever. My favorite was
Did Marsden,
probably
like, slash
Cummings
your
as
tires at one
Nightcrawler
point?
was probably my favorite of all of them. I thought he was.
Oh, he was
perfect.
great. He was
Perfect
great.
as Nightcrawler. And then I would probably go with McKellen as Magneto is probably my second favorite. But him as Cyclops is not my favorite. And then
I did find a piece of geek-worthy awesomeness this week. Just came across my Instagram page, but it was a mashup of a shootout between the Men of Tombstone and the Three Amigos.
Ooh.
Three Amigos
And-
win every time.
It was definitely worth watching. It was hilarious.
Sweet little buttercup.
Yep.
Well,
Smile, little buttercup.
Wild.
Good stuff. Chip, 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 chip. Natty!
You know, it was awesome. Off, we in middle school, that movie was actually one of our recesses.
Really?
Yeah.
You could if
They took us all into the auditorium and we watched it on a TV screen that was like 60 inches wide.
Man, if you had an option to go out play kickball or go stay in the gym and watch Three Amigos on a 13-inch TV, I would have done that.
Black and white.
Everybody sitting crisscross applesauce on a hardwood floor and just watch Three Amigos.
It was awesome because my friend Aaron and I, we would watch it at home. Jason knows that. We would all watch it at home like 3 times a day anyway. So.
Yeah.
The English teacher just slapping the side of the TV repeatedly because it's 1987 or whatever.
Right.
And
the VCR would start.
That's how things worked.
He knocked those tubes around and eventually worked.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I need tea.
Oh, first break.
No, I need tea.
He needs tea so that he can take a pee break.
Hmm.
He's got to create the conditions with which
replenish my fluids
here.
so I can pee.
What is this system you got? It looks like you work in a 2-bottle system here.
Well, I have very little left of my Pure Leaf. It's only like that much left. I'll pour that
And then
in here.
is that an honest tea? Is the other one an honest tea?
The other one is an honest tea.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So what are we doing? We going straight to the top 10?
We can, yeah, let's do that. I took a glimpse at it already. I probably shouldn't have.
What's your batting average this week?
Pretty good.
I was gonna say I thought I looked at it. It's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
One day there's going to be a book that I own on that damn list. It might,
There's definitely gonna be a book.
Oh,
might be
for
next
sure.
year, might be 5 years, might be 10 years.
No,
One day.
There's going to be Star Wars books on here. There'll be
Oh
weeks where
yeah,
you own
imagine
3
yeah.
or 4.
Oh,
books of Star Wars
come
movies
May.
that roll around. Yeah, so
Oh, Jay, did you know that a Peanut is watching us right now?
I did. I saw that. Yeah.
Wow.
On the big screen.
Peanut.
He's watching on a 13-inch television in the gymnasium of the school that he
Yeah, nice.
teaches
Shout out
at.
to Pittsburgh.
Wi-Fi was bad, so he hit the TV.
That's right. So he hit the TV.
We're good now.
And he's.
Do I have any Pittsburgh paraphernalia on my desk right now? I can flash real quick.
No, but it looks like Pooh Bear had a rough day behind you there, Jim.
Oh yeah,
Echo-
he
Echo
fell over. He
started
fell over
filming?
his handlebars.
Oh bother.
He fell over his handlebars.
All right, so number 10. I don't think any of us own this. I don't think you own this, Dolph. Do you
Okay.
own this?
I do.
Daredevil number 1. It's an affordable book. I don't know if you guys have heard. This week, a 9.4 sold for $72,000, which is a third
Pocket change.
a third of a condo. That's up 6%, but the 9.2 sold for 42 G's, up 40% since June.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I bought a 4 or 5 around Christmas.
This past Christmas?
Hmm.
I didn't know-
I did.
Did you sell Soccer Girl?
I did not. Soccer Girl's out getting graded right now. If Alex is watching
Yeah.
or listening.
You gotta move Soccer Girl when
Yeah, you got to move Soccer Girl.
So if I don't think Soccer Girl's gonna come back the highest grade. If she comes back a 7 or an 8, I'm not getting anywhere near what I would have.
Why do you think? Why are you so down on Soccer Girl right now?
No, I
What-
think
why?
I am gonna sell her. That's why I went and got it graded.
No, but I mean, like, why do you think it's 7 or 8?
Oh, 'cause it had a ding in the corner.
Dang nabbit.
They all did though, 'cause all the autographs are on the back of each wrapped pack.
Hmm.
So everybody's autographs got a little ding on the corner. Like they just weren't packed very well.
PSA going to grade on a curve.
Dummy heads.
PSA should grade on a curve.
Miguel Cabrera is up right now. So far, he's 3 for 3. He's 1 hit away from 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Miggy. I didn't know Miggy had not retired.
He's been banged up for the last couple of years, but this is
Yeah.
he's got 500 home runs, 507 home runs, and he's on 2,999 hits right now, and he's up.
Yeah, he gave up on trying to be in baseball shape several seasons ago.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
All right, so number 10, I have this book.
This book.
I'm sorry, number 9 is Tomb of Dracula. Number 10 So Dolph currently has 2 copies.
There are 3 copies in this house right now.
My copy, our friend Bob's copy, and Dolph's copy. And I'm assuming Bob's is the best of the 3
Bob's is
copies?
by far the best one. Yes, yeah, without a doubt.
So when I found that in his stack of comic books, I think we told you, right, Chris? Bob, I went over to Bob, said I have this little stack of comics. Can you check them out? Total of maybe 40 books. Tomb 10 is like the 4th book in the stack, and it's probably like between a 7.5 and 8.5. And at that time, I was like, this book's like $1,400, and now that book's like probably closer to like, well, this week a 7.5 sold for $3,030. So it's worth a lot more. And then he had like,
the grade of yours probably just cracked the 1K mark too. It looks like, because yours is about a 2.53.
yeah, I think yeah, it's probably like a 2.5 or 3.
I cleaned it up nice though. The back cover was dirty as hell, and now it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bright white.
Sorry, I probably need to buy you a $1.69 pack of cotton rounds at this point in time.
No, well that was the Kazar.
Maybe 2 packs.
Kazar
I have
is
an extra pack of cotton rounds you can have.
Kazar is badly wrinkled right now after his drying off, and now I have to flatten him again. It goes from whatever I get it to super wrinkly after I'm done wet cleaning, and then back to flat again.
All right.
But yeah, it's but it is I don't know. Let me see if I can even show you. It is bright white. Like yours was kind of like brown and dirty. It is beautiful.
So I got a picture last night, Chris, from Dolph of 6 or 7 cotton rounds that were just covered in dirt from one comic book. So
Kazar was dirty.
yeah,
It's funny.
Kazar spent a little more than just a spell in the Savage Lands. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
So I'll have to pay to get Bob's book fast tracked to Jim with my books.
Yeah, here's your tomb.
You know Bob's not going to sell it. He's just going to hold on to it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, even the back, which was like brown, this thing
Muscle
is
Man.
like white. And
Yeah,
all
there's not
that
really-
dirt on the front, like this thing is white now.
Not
Yeah.
really much going on
Nice.
in the back of that book either, huh? Like,
No, but it was
nice.
really dirty. So this thing is this is really nice now. It is a
Yeah,
beaut-
I'm excited. I think some of those books are going to come back white pages, which is pretty cool.
the Kazar?
I don't know about the Kazar, but
It could.
some of
It
them-
really could. It's pretty nice. You might get white to off-white. Tomb of Dracula. And except for that damn tear just kills me.
Yeah, but I mean it's low.
It's nice
low.
though. Yeah, it's low
Yeah.
grade, but yeah, I still think you're looking at like a 2.25. I can't even mess with the because it's on the spine. Both staples are there. There's not even like a rollover. Like I can't even fix that because the staples are where they should be.
What do you mean? You can't fix what?
So there is a slight rollover on the bottom,
Oh.
and I can't
Yeah.
fix that because the staples are perfectly aligned. There's no rollover.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything with it. But
You get knocked down for that? That's like a manufacturer.
It's just the way it presents, so it's just
Yeah, the
like
way-
eye
the way it'll
appeal,
look.
you know. And when you just
The
look
look.
at something, you're like, "Well, that's not right." So they just
Way it
knock
looks
you
in the
for it.
slab, yeah.
But let me tell you something. That, except for that little printing defect, that Star Trek is beautiful.
Yeah, that one might be worth paying up to getting grading to because like those high grade books go for quite a bit of money in that series. I guess just because it was really a toss away kind of a series. Anyways, what do we think? We think about Tomb of Dracula. I gotta tell you, if I find a Tomb of Dracula 10 in rough shape in a box for $50, I'm buying it.
Of course.
So
Yeah,
and
it's
I
a
did.
$1,000 book and a 2.5. I bought it for
And I did.
$50.
Of course.
I did, and it's in Dolph's basement. So if I find it again, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
This next book I don't have.
So number 8, you don't have this book?
I don't.
This one's surprising to me.
Yeah.
So, iconic cover art by Neil Adams. It is Batman 251, the Joker ha 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 cover. This is just basically
Cool
kind of an
cover.
iconic cover, right? This is a
That's it.
cover by. So, the book sold this week in a 9.5, a 9.4. There's no 9.5. In a 9.4 for $3,250, which is up 21% since May, and in a 5.0, it sold for $600, which is pretty crazy, up 20% since June. So I'm starting to really get interested in some of these books that you can see. I think the books that you're buying for cover art are interesting because I don't know that they're gonna have any lulls because
That's what I
people love
said.
it for the cover art. Like there's no
Once a cover is considered in the zeitgeist that it's iconic, nothing is
Right.
ever going to say it's not iconic anymore. So it's evergreen just because of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like this book is like the Thor annual, the Thor giant size or king size from the other week. The straight cover. It's another one of those books that if you can find this book in a decent grade, I think it's may not have these huge spikes, but you're going to see consistent return on books like this. And I mean, it's a DC book for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
What up, DC?
What's up,
So,
DC?
I think if I find that book, I'm certainly considering it as well.
Do that hashtag DC.
Hash.
Hashtag DC.
Number 7 is Avengers 62, the first appearance of M'Baku.
I have like
this
4
book,
of these. I bought a bunch of
What,
them.
what is their chant when they come out? Don't they have a chant when the
Yeah, I don't remember it though.
So a 9.8 of this book this week.
What was
Now,
that again?
Jim's doing like a shimmy shake. Jim's about to wave a towel around his head like a helicopter. There, I don't know whether or not this book has not been sold as registered data before, but Key Collector says a 9.8 this week sold for $19,200, and that there is no previous data on this, in that grade, which
That's
is
got to be why then.
it's kind of crazy, yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy money for sure. But a 9.4, and I'm assuming this 9.4 is probably in response to that 9.8 sale. A 9.4 sold for $1,800. It sold for only $900 in January. It's up 99%. Sorry, it sold for $906. That's why it's not up 100%, because that's how math works. But it sold for $906 in January. That's why it's up 99%. So
Stupid
that's
man.
kind of crazy. So there's a lot of speculation now that they're gonna undo the Shuri angle and that it's gonna be
They have
M'Baku.
to. She's too flaky.
so it's interesting.
she's too
to
wafy
see.
too.
Huh?
Gosh, there's like nothing there. That
Yeah,
poor
she's
girl's like
skinny.
nothing.
So that's interesting because that's a book that has a freaking amazing cover, but that's probably one of those books that's still. If you find somebody with Silver Age books that's not pricing their books every month, that's a book you could probably still find for, $100 or something like that. Certainly one that's, flea market season's coming around, so
Yep.
people aren't pricing their books in between seasons. That's one to look out for sure. So, do you have that book?
M'Baku?
Yeah.
You have like 5 of them.
Baku.
Yeah, I bought after Christmas. I bought 3 more. I just had a feeling that he might be in the next Black Panther,
So,
and they're going
I mean,
for like $40. So I was like, why not?
At least Dolph has enough to average all of us having one.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. So, anyways, I think it's a buy if you can find it. Number 6, Uncanny X-Men numero 6. Namor is confirmed to be a mutant in this issue, making him the first mutant to appear in Marvel Comics, having been introduced in 1939. So this book, like most other, if you're not at this point in time realizing that you should be paying attention to Namor key books, then you've probably been sleeping under a rock or under the sea, because it seems like every one of his Silver Age appearances at this point in time is just popping off one after another. So this one is this week. A 9.0 sold for this had record breakers in 4 grades. A 9.0 sold for $3,120. A 3.5 sold for $495. A 2.5 sold for $350. And a 0.5 of this book this week sold for $290. A 0.5 of that book, which is crazy.
Nice.
Yes,
I mean, 0.5. If it's complete, a 0.5 is from the run over by the truck division, and it's still $290 for that book. So
hasn't he been confirmed to be the quote unquote villain of
much.
Black Panther 2?
Yeah,
pretty much.
So, I mean, that's really what that book has going on. They say it's the 3rd team appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil, but nobody freaking, I mean, there's no Marvel spec around that. It's really Namor based. So, it's probably another one. There's a bunch of these books that, if they're sitting in Silver Age boxes, that is not somebody who's pricing their books every month or every other month. That's one to look out for.
We're pricing them when you ask how much.
That's true.
I hate
that's
that.
true.
Oh, I hate that.
I actually saw a Facebook Marketplace listing. I almost screenshot and sent it to you guys. I saw a Facebook Marketplace listing the other day, and it said price, and it said each book will be sold at market price. And I was like, they're not freaking trout, or like, I mean, they're not some sort of ocean-dwelling sea creature that's sold on a daily basis at fish markets. Like, there is no daily market price. I mean, for the love of God, I guess they're going to look up every like random Wolverine book on.
Well, you know that Namor and Sugar Futures are pretty much hand in hand. So
yeah, I mean, they're now trading individual comics on the New York Stock Exchange. So I don't know how you would ever want to. And the best part was this person didn't have keys. They had like the Wolverine 88 series, but they had issue 53. And it's like,
some people like I went to that Woodbridge baseball card show. I went to this guy's table, and he looked everything up on eBay. I was like, dude, no way. I'm not sitting here and watching this.
Goodbye.
How can you possibly make any sales that way?
It's not only that. It's like you just have to like price your stuff and stick to your guns. Like I'm not gonna sit here and watch you look everything up and then I don't care what you charge.
Did you
me
say
at
that you
point.
saw that at Big Apple Con, Dolph? Didn't they do that at Big Apple Con?
A guy did that at Big Apple Con too. As soon as I saw him pull out his phone, I was like, no, I'm not interested.
How do you make any money? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and wait for 20 minutes while you price somebody else's books. And
it's all speculation anyway.
What's that, Jim?
Not all of his stuff was graded.
It's crazy.
So he's just looking on eBay and going, well, this is pretty close to a 7. Yeah, so then he's like charging you something that you don't even know you can get, or if it's even worth it.
That's freaking crazy. All right, so we're boo on pricing at the register and pro on people who price their books regularly. Anyways, number 5 is Incredible Hulk number 6. This is the second one. Tomb of Dracula 10 was number 9, and this is number 5, and it's Incredible Hulk 6. So we're dancing around being stride for stride. So I actually did not realize, is this the last of the Hulk run? The original Hulk run? Was it only 6
Before
issues?
It goes to no. Before it goes to the crossover where it's the Hulk and what is it?
So the original Incredible Hulk series, right? It's it only runs like 6 issues before it goes to
Tales to Astonish.
Tales to Astonish, right?
Yeah.
and then it comes back.
And then it comes back at
96 issues later at Hulk
like
102.
105 or 102.
Yeah. So that's crazy. So, anyways, this is number 5. Again, some rando minor first appearances, but all of these 6 Hulk books are blowing up right now, much to Dolph's chagrin.
I have a number 5. I have a really bad number 5. That's it though.
An 8.0 of this 8.0 of this book, just to show you how much these are popping right now. An 8.0 sold for $6,600 this week. In November, it sold for $2,800. It's up 136% since November.
Just that, Jason, that 3.0 just like makes me shake my head.
A 3.0 sold for $999.
A 3.0 of number 6 is $1,000.
Yeah.
I want a 3.0 of 1. No way, not happening.
Yeah, that's
Not
more
happening.
than $1,000.
You need to get a couple more soccer girls.
I need 3 years at the flea market, and then by then I still won't. That's the problem. Is as many years as I'll need at the flea market, it's gonna keep on going up. So I'm just basically chasing the dragon here, like it's not happening.
Yeah, well, especially at the inflation price of number 6 going up
really.
more than doubling since November.
Yep.
I mean, you'd be screwed. There's no flea market time even in that time frame.
No.
So number 4, we have our second DC book of the top 10, a Batman related title again.
I don't have this one either.
Batman 189. You don't have this one?
No, I don't. I don't have a lot of those like Neil Adams books. Like I don't have that Two-Face book. I don't have the Joker book. I don't have Joker 1. I don't have a lot of this stuff.
This was one of the misses. So in the
Yeah, that's right, for the Boys and Girls Club.
So of the Silver Age collection that I bought, Chris, like, you know, he obviously didn't miss on Marvel stuff, right? I only had 4 Fantastic Four books, and 48 and 49 are in there, right? So he only had 2 X-Men books, first Kazar and first Juggernaut. But the Batman books, I had like 35 books, and one, you know, the first Riddler of the Silver Age was in there, but it was coverless. And then he missed Scarecrow. I had like 188 and 190. So I just was around Scarecrow. What was the other one, Dolph? The other huge key? I had Riddler without a cover. I missed.
It was the. Did you had the Two-Face?
No, I think I just missed Two-Face.
Yeah, I think you just missed the Two-Face too.
It was incredible how I.
But you had Man-Bat, right?
No.
That was 401, I think.
Yeah, that's way down the line.
Yeah,
because these books were only from 66 to 69 was the whole the whole collection was that 3 years. So so it was like kind of a narrow like 30 some issue window of pretty much every series. So this book is up in three grades. A 9.8 this week sold for 21 G's. Up
That's got to be a low pop count too. It's got to be for it to be that expensive.
That book, the entire cover, it's not black, but it's the whole cover is dark.
Well, that's what they're because I was
Grays
watching a video too about what dealers are buying, and all the dealers are buying DC black covers. No matter what they are, they're going after all high-grade black covers for DC.
Well, you got the Spectre 1 from me, which is pretty solid.
But there's some like really good JLA covers that are like jet black with just like floating faces in the middle. But there's a lot of those with just floating heads. They did that a lot.
I think there's a lot of those black covers now. Not that they're huge keys, but the Flash run in the late 60s had a ton of those jet black covers too.
Yeah.
But they're not that big of keys though.
No, I don't think it matters. If they're high grade, any black cover in high grade, because the pop counts are so low that they're like worth exponentially more.
Yeah, I'll have to look because.
So yeah, if you're ever, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're out there and you see some 70s jet black Justice League book and it's in really nice shape, you should pick it up.
Well, yeah, I'll have to look. I mean, in the collection I have, this is why you people should have been at the driveway sale.
What do you mean by you people?
Huh?
I said, what do you mean by you people?
The internet, the people, the good people of the internet. Yes,
Pretty much just
everybody on this was at the driveway sale.
Yeah.
Dolph was at the trunk sale that happened after the driveway.
I donated. I donated to the cause.
But there's the later books in my collection are very nice condition.
They're very nice.
That Wendy and Willie, Jace. That you know.
Did you get your
right.
Wendy and Willie?
No.
What? You didn't get it before I left?
No, it's still in your trunk.
Well, no, it's not in my trunk, but
Well,
I know what you mean. I like that in your mind. As soon as I leave,
I thought you wanted it.
Everything.
I do want it.
But that was your chance. We were at the trunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to pull that out.
I was just joking with Jason. I didn't know it was it was an actual thing I could get. So he left.
Why would I give you a bunch of early Journey into Mysteries, but Wendy and Willie is where I drew the line in the sand.
That's like that's like my sister asking me to put the Kardashians on Plex. I'm not doing it.
You could have all these books. Here's $400 of books. This is where I draw the line in the sand. I will not let.
Hey, that Wendy and Willie, that could turn a corner. That could be the next big hit.
Oh, Jimmy, did you see the Catwoman Adam Hughes cover that came out today?
Catwoman Adam Hughes cover.
Correct.
There's an Adam Hughes Catwoman that came out?
Yes.
Jim's going full De Niro in the lower right-hand corner of my screen.
Call the store and just don't go anywhere near the store.
What?
It might be an incentive cover. I almost picked it up for you because when I was doing the live sale today,
I didn't even hear anything about that.
they wanted $60 for it, and I was like,
Of course he does.
At Torpedo?
Yeah.
Their
prices are starting. They were already inflated. They're starting to get even more.
Is it a 1 in
I didn't hear
50?
What's that?
Is it a 1 in 50?
I don't know, but when he said it, he said Adam Hughes cover. It's a very dark cover, but it looked really sweet, and I was like, oh, I should pick that up for Jimmy. And then I was like, $60. I was like,
and you're like, I don't like him that much.
He's cool, but not
he's
cool.
But he's not that cool.
Are their prices shipped, Chris, or no?
Did you say shit or shipped?
Shipped.
I shit my pants.
If you spend over $100, it's free shipping. So
well, I mean, I
that's
guess
pretty good.
At Adam Hughes prices, you only have to buy 2 comics, and you'll be
right.
free shipping.
Nowadays, that pretty much is it. You get 2
Does
comics.
Adam Hughes does he have like announcements on his own website or on his social media?
Oh, his website is so outdated.
That's what I thought, because I don't remember it being up to date. Because I remember going on there, I was like, wow, this thing's like what the hell was that? It doesn't matter.
Even his Instagram isn't up to date. Like, it doesn't give you like
anybody in
stuff.
charge of that for him?
I'm sure he does, but they are not the. Like I'm only part of it. I only get his tags on Instagram. So like if Frankie's Comics has like exclusive, which I have 2 of in my PDF that I'll show you guys here in a couple minutes, and any of those Torpedo comics and stuff like that where he'll do like a special, they'll usually put it on there, releasing when they'll be available. But yeah, I mean, the fact that I was able to find my checklist for his stuff is amazing to me, because I had to take it from like 4 different websites to compile that thing. So, and one of them was Wikipedia. So yeah, they don't update it very much. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that, Chris. I'll have to look up to see
because I grabbed the Jenny Friesen cover.
You did?
But it was just
Oh, not last week's. No,
not last week. They wanted $300 for that stupid. The Catwoman I grabbed the Jenny Friesen. It was just cover price.
Her Catwoman covers are beautiful too.
But I figured it was Jenny Friesen and it was cover price, so I was going to grab that one. I'm looking to see now what it is. Greg Horn. That's last.
Sozo, I think it's Sozo Maika. I don't know how you say it properly, but I think it's Sozo Maika has been doing a lot of.
Yeah, he did another one for this week. See, he did the C cover.
Ugh.
Top, you own number 3?
I can see it.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you guys want to know something? You guys want to know something crazy? Number 2 in the list this week, I actually had at one time.
You own that book?
I owned that book, yes.
When?
I had the whole first series of Crow.
That
Crow
book
is number 2?
Crow was number 2.
I don't. I'm so over Crow.
That book has been climbing hardcore for the last year.
Really?
So, anyways, number 3. Before we have to put Jimmy and Chris in a Zoom room, in a breakout room, room here. Number 3 is Strange Tales 110, which I guess we should have seen coming, but not that I would have been able to afford it, even if I really took note of Doctor Strange really being the lead guy for the MCU. But an 8.5 this week sold for $26,400. So I can't imagine what a 9.2, 9.4, 9.6 of that book is selling for. If an 8.5 this week sold for $26,400. So that's up 40% since June. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Seems like
Strange.
a book that
He's the new main man.
Immediately go to that 4.5. I'm like, okay.
Well, the 4.5 is holding still too,
Yeah.
or holding strong. So number 2, as Jimmy prefaced already, is The Crow. Number 1.
Ooh.
Jim, when did you own these books, and what would have happened to them?
I don't know, Jace. I was a big James O'Barr fan.
Your brother's
Yeah.
calling you a liar.
No. I just.
Captain America.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
Well, that is a great cover.
Yep,
Not
Wow.
Catwoman, Captain
Cap-
America.
Captain America 0.
yeah.
Pretty rad.
There's an Adam.
Yeah, I
Beast
saw
cover.
that for sale online. Actually, Torpedo is a steal at 60 because I've seen it for 150 already.
If you want it for 60, let me know because I could just have them throw it in my pile. It's still available.
Would actually. Anyway, let's get back to the top 10. I will get back to it.
So
You let me know before this stream ends, all right?
This book certainly carries a premium in higher grades. A 9.8 this week sold for $14,400.
I don't think I've seen this book in person. This is like an albedo. You just don't see them.
And
You know where I bought it, Jace? I actually remember buying it. Do you know where I bought it?
Centerfield Collectibles.
No. Q-Mart.
Really? Well, that makes sense. If you bought that at Q-Mart, it would have taken at least 12 of Dolph's cotton rounds to clean the cover of that
Yeah.
comic book. Even though
It was that little comic store that used to be there.
this would have been a glossy cover, wouldn't it? Because this would have been produced more like a graphic novel, I imagine, than anything. Square bound.
I had a lot of Crow comics.
Huh. That first, second, and third printings are identical to one another, but can be differentiated by the date printed on the inside front cover. First printing is in February of '89. So even there was record breakers this week in the third printing. The third printing 9.0 sold for $525 this week. Recent confirmation promises a Crow reboot is in the works. With Bill Skarsgård. How many Skarsgårds are there? 27?
Bill
30?
is
Yeah, 40.
Bill's it.
Bill's
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 Yes.
Pennywise. His brother is the guy who was in The Stand. There's just the
Oh,
two.
so they're not related to the other Skarsgårds?
Oh, yeah, there's 7 of them.
No,
They're all related.
isn't it just 2? And then the
No.
dad is from
Is Stellan.
Thor.
No, there's a billion of them.
Stellar Skateboard.
Let's see.
This is,
Yes. Well, let me look. I'm
Jim-
pretty
Jim-
sure Skarsgård also from Batman, actually.
Batman.
Skarsgård. Siblings: Alexander, Gustav, Walter,
Oh yeah, and
Asia, Sam. Parents: Stellan. I can't say half of these names.
Gustav was on Vikings. He
Right.
played Floki.
Walter.
Wait, Floki was a Skarsgård?
Yeah, he's a Skarsgård.
No.
Well, he still
shit.
is a Skarsgård.
He still is a Skarsgård.
What are those, Chris? Are those umlauts in there?
Are there a
Something?
couple of umlauts? Is there a
Let's see, we got
Lars? Lars
Volter, who
Ulrich
is in a bunch of
Skarsgård?
stuff. Lars Ulrich,
Jim,
worst
Jim,
drummer ever.
Jim, what's Eric Northman from True Blood? He's not a Skarsgård. What is?
No,
his-
he is a Skarsgård.
Oh, he's a Skarsgård,
Yeah,
and he's one of these Skarsgårds.
yeah, he's one of the Skarsgård.
Isha. There's a female, a sister.
Stellan got busy. He was busy.
Good for
But
him.
wait,
Got
they're all
Beza.
they're not like cousins. They're all like the same nuclear family.
Yeah, siblings.
Holy guacamole! That's crazy. I knew there was a lot of them.
Lars
1,
skateboard,
2, 3,
Stellan
4,
skateboard,
5, 6.
Ulrich skateboard.
I said 7. There's 6 of them. I was close.
I don't think they've ever all been in like a film together.
They should
I
be.
don't know. I don't even know if there's ever been 2 in a film together.
And they don't
No.
put that many people in movies
The
anymore.
skateboard bunch.
That's a whole cast.
Let's see. All of the sons, the brothers are all actors, and the daughter, the sister, was a model.
I'm sure she was good. She's good looking
Is she?
because they're
Oh.
handsome dudes.
She's like 8 foot tall,
He's a Viking.
8 foot tall.
wields a
She
stone
wields
sword.
a hammer.
She probably looks like Broomhild.
her boots have wings on them.
There you go. That's,
I love it.
There she is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
she's a pretty girl. Those Skarsgårds. They
No
got some good genes.
No hammer though.
No hammer.
Disappointing. She's
You
out.
did know the Adventures in Babysitting callback in the Thor trailer? You did spot that, right?
Yeah.
With the trucker hat? I mean, come on. I immediately saw like, holy shit, that's Adventures in Babysitting.
Man, you guys watched this trailer much more closely than I did. I
watched
think
it like
Oh, it was
I watched
huge
it
though.
once.
It's when he was doing the thing with the chains. He was wearing the trucker hat and
Oh,
the
yeah.
beater tee that
Oh,
were
yeah,
from
yeah.
the. Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
So do
I
you guys
do-
like watch like every trailer like 100 times?
I do.
I will only watch the
Dolphin
teaser
or
generally.
Fred?
I'll watch the teaser and then I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, I watch the first trailer. I watch
That's
it
it.
once to see if I want it, and then I don't watch it. 'cause
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean
want
the
it spoiled.
the point is like you don't have to convince
give
me
you
to
half the
watch
freaking
these.
movie.
I'm gonna go see it.
Right.
Like you don't have to convince me.
No, I like getting that rush. I like getting the chill. I get like this. I literally get goosebumps when I watch trailers. And that all started with episode 1, because the trailer gave me goosebumps for like 4 months, and then the movie came out and it was such crap that I was like,
At least
that
you got
trailer-
something out of
That
it.
trailer was the best trailer that has ever been produced.
and clearly
And the
Jim's
movie
learned his
sucked.
lesson, considering he's still doing it.
Right.
I just love trailers. When Dune
He's
trailer
addicted-
came out, Dolph knows.
He's addicted
I
to
was just
Gustav
talking about that
Skarsgård
trailer
bumps.
forever.
Stellar skateboard.
He is addicted to trailers.
I love trailers.
I used
I
to
watch
love
them all the
trailers.
time.
Now trailers give away too much, and now I don't watch trailers.
Trailers are dead to Dolph.
Yeah, I don't want. I
They're
don't do
dead
it.
to they're dead to me
I
too.
don't mind. I don't mind trailers for like Marvel stuff anymore, because Marvel will actually put stuff in there that's not in the movie, or they'll try and mislead you on purpose.
Well,
Jim,
you
don't
can
tell
tell.
me-
You could tell
don't tell
from the
me
Thor
Sweet Child
trailer
of
though
Mine.
that this is the first 15 minutes of the movie. You can. That's very clear, except for a couple of things. It's very clear that this is like the first 10 or 15 minutes of the movie.
Don't tell me Sweet Child of Mine's not in there.
I'm sure it'll be
Don't
in
tell
there.
me.
I have a feeling that the goat boat is much later in the film. The goat
Probably.
boat. Probably. Did
goat
you see the
boat.
Cocktails and Dreams sign from Cocktail?
No.
You didn't see that?
I
It
didn't
was at
see
the-
any space sharks.
It was at the back of the goat boat. It was the Cocktails and Dreams neon sign from Cocktail. God, I,
I don't
love
think I've ever seen that movie.
Taika Waititi is so brilliant. You never saw it?
Did you just call
So,
him
Cocktail?
Taika Martini?
No, but I'd love to
Taika
now.
Martini.
Now I will.
They sell that at the cocktail bar.
That's his name now. Taika Martini.
Taika Martini?
It's
That's
That's a
Martini.
T-shirt, Jimmy.
Taika Martini.
That's a T-shirt. Somebody's gonna do it.
Like
Some
Sleazy
rando's
P.
gonna.
Martini.
So finally,
Yeah,
Number
finally,
one.
Number one.
number one.
It took us a while to get there.
Doctor Strange number 169, first solo title, Doctor Strange. This book is up in 5 different price points this week. A 9.6 sold for $7,800, up 54% from last year. A 9.4 sold for $3,810. If I had that high grade of a book like this, I would be so pissed when I came back a 9.4 instead of a 9.6. I mean, even if I didn't pay a ton for it, the fact that it's a $4,000 spine tick, that's like when a golfer
Yeah.
misses a shot and goes from second place to third place at a major, and you're like, oh, not that big deal. That's still great. Except second place was like $700,000.
Yeah, the winner
and
gets
third place was like
$2 million, and the
85.
next guy gets
You know,
300K.
Yeah, it's like that's the kick in the nuts right there. So, but this book is
And
great.
that's exactly why people. So that's why the census is kind of messed up, because if you got to think about it this way: if they're like 4 9.6s, right? And this one guy keeps submitting his 9.6 to try to get a 9.8, that's just going to keep adding to the 9.6s, even though it's not real.
Yeah.
That's the problem with, like, you ever see PSA on sports cards? You got a 1 out of 5, but there's 15 10s.
right.
Well, I mean, it's impossible. There's only 5 of them.
Right. Somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying.
Yeah, this book would be
Somebody's
great
gonna
though,
get hurt.
if you can find this book in a lower grade. So, for instance, this is a great book for that low to mid grade. So this week a 4.0 sold for $380, but a 3.0 sold for $378, just
Yeah.
$2 fewer. So clearly, if the book continues to pace up, you're going to see movement in that 4.0 grade, considering somebody bought a 3.0 2 grades lower for only $2 less.
That was a
So-
good book. That was a. I don't know what mine's gonna come back at, but
Did you submit this book?
I did not submit it yet. But I think I might now.
Well,
But mine's low. Mine's gonna be like a 2.5 or a 3, I think.
Yeah, but why don't we send this in a send this with my tune book that I'm sending in.
I'm
not
not
gonna
ready
pay-
yet. I'm just gonna submit your stuff. I'm not ready. I gotta, cause I'm thinking about that
What does-
Peacemaker.
What does ready even mean in this scenario? You've got the skills to make it ready. I can still see you.
You got
Still see
I
you.
got.
Obi-Wan, is that you?
You're not going to get them back any faster. You just get the couple books ready. You submit them in the now. Oh man,
Obi Dolph Kenobi.
Can you even
I
see
can't
me
think.
with the gray beard? It just blends in with all the gray, right?
I can't take it right now. I really just can't take it right now.
I'm embarrassed for myself.
I don't know if I'm gonna have to drive over to New Jersey and literally just pick the books.
I know. I'm so bad at grading my books. I wish I was more like Very Gary. You just like I buy a collection and just basically submit everything and pay $50,000 in grading fees. Like, it's just so expensive.
Yeah,
I
but,
think because that's
Ah.
my game plan. I have to like grade books that I need to sell.
Yeah, but well, look at the last batch you graded, right? You only paid like the $45. That's not a freaking fortune considering the books you got graded. So that's not a fortune. 5 of those books cost you $200. Are you happy to have spent that $200? I'm sure you are. You need to get that dang soccer
Yes.
girl and convert it to
Dang.
12 or 15 slabs.
What?
You know?
Why are you so angry at Soccer Girl?
I just think you need to convert soccer girl into different asset.
Jason
Yeah,
has
get
a
rid of
thing.
that Manon Rayum.
I'm so concerned about soccer girl.
Jason has
Right
a thing
now,
against.
right now,
Soccer
soccer
Girl.
girl's on the mountaintop, and I just don't want to see soccer girl bust her leg, and then you have then what became an ultimate pool becomes like a
As soon as I get it back, I'll try to get like 800 for Soccer Girl, and then I'll turn that into grading fees.
There you go.
While she's still Black Diamond, you know?
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know if she's
She
playing
twists
soccer
that ankle.
right now. So
Yeah.
probably not the best time to sell her. She's not playing soccer. Right now, she's going to schoolgirl. Because she still is only 16.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just think the
So she hasn't been able to do her stuff, Jason. Don't you want to see her do
Oh
her
my
stuff?
goodness.
oh man,
She's going to decide the school's more important than she's not going to play soccer.
if history were not littered with cautionary tales in sports of
Chris,
of
I'm getting
15
ganged up on by the Huber brothers.
15-year-old McDonald's. Jimmy got burned by the Menon Rion. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So wait,
I
is,
got a whole binder of Menon Reum that I can't
is
even
Soccer
sell
Girl
for $20.
the card you pulled, the $2,000 card?
Yeah, yeah.
I have it off at CGC right now, and Alex has told me that it's actually being graded as we speak. So I should be getting it back soon, and then I will decide what I want to do.
Yeah, sell that shit.
Wow, really?
Now
All
it's free on
three of you now?
Who gives a shit about soccer, really?
Because Soccer Girl, she's like a phenom. She's 16 years
Oh,
old. If she's
Oh, guess what?
if
guess
she's
what?
the next
There's
Mia
lots of
Hamm, so basically,
Right.
I have the best card of hers you can get. There's only
Right.
50 purple autos. I pulled one of them. It's like the best card in that whole entire set. So it was worth about $3,000. Now they're selling for like 900.
See? You already lost on $2,000.
Yeah.
Not really, because mine has a ding corner. So I think I never could
And
have got
that
one.
that could go towards a number one of appearance, and comics are a safe bet at this point. Sports can always go down, but comics.
No, that is a very fair point. She
You remember
she could
when I
break
was
a leg
reading
tomorrow, and she is not as cool as the Hulk.
Healing
when I was
That's right.
when I was a kid, everybody was talking about Greg Jeffries on the Mets. Shit. Rookie card was going for some money. Everybody's scrambling to get it.
Yeah.
Guess what? He didn't
Danny
do
Tartle.
anything.
Sometimes
Yeah, I had
they're
a
like
Johnny
Gary
Lemaster
Sheffield.
when I was a kid.
Did I ever tell you that story though? My good friend Chris, in 8th grade, he was a huge Mets fan. I traded him 20 Greg Jeffries rookies for a 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. I felt so bad. I felt so bad 2 years ago. I gave it back to him. I was like, "Here you go. I have so many Ken Griffey rookies now." I was like, "You can have this one back." He's like, "Are you know that one's mine?" I was like, "This is the card you gave me." I was like, "But I want
That's
those 12
hilarious.
cents worth of Greg Jeffries cards back."
I don't think he has those Greg Jeffries cards anymore.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
it's those, especially that era card. I mean, you got guys like Gary Sheffield who Gary Sheffield may have been a PED user, but like, dude's got 3,000 career hits. Like he's got like
he's-
top 20 stats left and right, and might not even get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
His rookie cards are worth like $8.
Mm-hmm.
Like his best rookie cards were like $8.
Yeah, his 89 Upper Deck is probably his
Yeah.
best card too.
Yep. So
Yeah, for every one of those, you got a Phil Plantier or a Kevin Seitzer. That was like the hot card of the day.
sure.
Like me and my dad, I remember those 87 opening day sets, the one with the Johnny Ray error. That was the first Kevin Seitzer card, and people were going crazy and selling that card for like $40 back in '87. And that card, wipe your butt with that card now.
I mean, that's
So have we convinced you?
That'd be an
To sell
uncomfortable plot
No,
point,
the logic is sound that a Hulk one or even a piece of a Hulk one is going to be less volatile than Soccer Girl for sure.
yeah, and I think about the grading fees protecting assets you already own are sure things, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
But I
know
also
could-
think, and you know, you may think I'm funny, but if Soccer Girl turns to something, that is a card that could be a $10,000 card. Because it's the best card, it's her first card, it's the best card that she has. It's like, just say, like, what is even Serena Williams' best card now is that glossy Tennis Pro card. That card sells for like $10,000, and there's 100 of them. This card, there's
Right,
only
in
50
like a-
of them, and it's
in
autographed.
like a 10, right?
But yes, you're right. I'm gambling on Soccer Girl turning into something. She needs to be Mia Hamm She has to be Tiger Woods for that card to be worth that much. Right.
And it has to be high grade too.
Right. Those cards that are in the tens of thousands or tens or nines. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
She's 16.
Oh, she's got a lot of growing to do.
You sicko.
No, I'm just
kidding.
saying.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying. She's still got to graduate. She's got to
You
go
said
to
that with
college.
such conviction
I
too.
know. She's got a lot of growing to do.
Oh my god.
Dolph said that as with the conviction of a father of several
Yeah,
girls.
right.
But
Yeah, right.
Stop looking at my daughter, you.
You prevert.
monster.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Are we on number 1 yet?
What's that?
Yeah, that's number one, Jim. That was
Number one was Doctor Strange.
Doctor
There you
Strange.
go.
I'm gonna go have a pee break, and we'll start with Jimmy's slideshow.
Yeah, I only have. I think it's only 5 or 6 slides today.
I got one.
It's a
I got
it's a
one for
light.
you.
It's a light week.
Did you put your book that I got you in the slideshow?
Did I?
I'm gonna all you can.
The book that you gave me, Jace?
No,
Wasn't
the
that
book
in
that I-
last week's slideshow?
The
Slideshow?
book that I got you in that little collection I bought this week.
Well,
Oh,
no,
I got-
if I don't have the book in my
There's Chris's book.
Yeah, there's mine.
Chris's book.
Woo!
There's Chris's book.
If
That's
I don't
my-
have it in
that's my-
hand, Jace, it
That's
can't
my
be
one
in the slide.
purchase this week.
Yeah.
But I haven't
If
on the
it's not
paper
in
yet.
hand, that'll be in my my week of my birthday
Okay.
slideshow.
Chris, how about that? I buy a weird little collection this weekend, and he still gets an Adam Hughes book.
I know, right?
In
And
the
it's
collection.
the best X-Men classic book there too.
Yeah, it's the best one, and it's in super nice condition, and it's a newsstand.
Yeah, that's one of his first his first pinups, like true pinups
Checks-
for
Checks
for
all the
Marvel.
boxes. Checks all boxes.
So, Dolph, Chris, this is like a 16-page book. That's what this
Yeah.
is. It's like
Tiny little guy.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's not a one shot. It was like a, what do you call them? Like a redemption thing or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It
Check
was
it out.
like some kind of special that you sent in for.
Neat.
Buttons.
2,000 more buttons.
Yeah, there we go.
I need to give you some stuff so I can get some cool ass buttons.
Definitely.
I'll have to look through. Maybe
You're,
I have some
um,
trash Hellboys or something.
So I don't know
Yo,
if you can
pick-
see, Jason. You're let's see.
Pick that one up again?
Pick what up?
No, the X-Wing Rogue Squadron book that you just showed me.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, this is very close. This was the Wizard 1/2.
Oh, that is close. But Jason, that's the
That's-
first Rogue Squadron, right?
This is like it was like I said, Dolph, it was like a promo, some sort of promo. It's called
Like a full size
Star
ash can.
Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron Special.
But isn't that the one that's going up because of her Patty Jenkins stupid movie that got canned?
I don't know if it's going up because of the stupid movie that got canned.
That's what like I was picking up
Yeah.
all of these.
No,
like,
this
Yeah.
is a special like ash can off. This is a no number ash can. So this was in that little collection. There's a I don't know if you can see it there, Chris. It needs a press.
I
But
got
anything
Dolph!
that press out because it's only
I got you, brah.
It's only like I said, it's like a 16 pager, so it's 8 total pieces of paper.
right. No, that's cool. It'll go well with the rest.
All right, Jim, you got your. You gonna fire up the slideshow?
Oh,
I wanna
yeah,
see the
yeah. Hold on
slideshow.
for a second here.
I want to see Jimmy's slideshow.
Yeah, let me. Oh, yep.
Mine is going to be all sports cards this week.
Interesting.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means you know what that means.
I do.
Interesting.
All right. View.
No
okay.
comics. You're like, are you okay?
Oh,
Why? You already
fine.
have them all.
I wish. I think we've found out my kryptonite is my weakness in Silver Age Batman keys.
All right, so it's only 6 books this week,
Boo!
but they're good ones. They're good ones.
Yay!
So, this is a segment for all you new watchers tonight.
There's one person
Chris-
watching right now.
I know the peanut went to bed, but if Crystal's still watching, here you go. This is my aha segment, which is usually a bunch of Adam Hughes, who is a comic book artist, a bunch of Adam Hughes that I have newly acquired for the week. My collection is growing in bounds and leaps right now. So,
Jim, would you say that your collection is you've got a plethora of Adam Hughes?
Would
have
you
a
say
plethora.
you have a plethora?
I have a plethora of Adam Hughes.
Plethora.
He is quite infamous, so that's more than famous for all you people that don't know what it means.
I think that's a mail plane.
We're going deep cuts on Three Amigos tonight.
So anyway, here's aha. So the first one I got was Tomb Raider Journeys, which number 4, a classic older Adam Hughes cover. All of his Tomb Raider stuff, for some reason, well, I guess there just wasn't a lot printed, so the value goes up a little bit every year. But this is a great cover. He always has some of the best compositions.
Who is Top Cow again? Larson?
Top Cow?
Top Cow was one of the 5 imprints, right?
Yeah.
This one's interesting because it actually says Top Cow an image in the
Yeah,
the
because
box together.
each one of them had their own.
Silvestri did a lot of Top Cow.
Is that who? So each one of them had their own label underneath image. And
I think it was Silvestri.
Top Cow was Silvestri. Okay.
Right, they all had like an imprint, right?
Yeah.
Because he had Darkness on Top Cow and Witchblade was on Top Cow.
Yep.
I got Ghost number 1. This one took 3 months to get to me from Los Angeles.
3
It's a
months.
great cover.
3 months.
Oh, that's not
Yep.
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Silvestri.
It was literally stuck in their hub for 2.5 months. Yeah, I didn't
That's cool.
think I would ever get it.
That almost looks like a Mignola and Adam Hughes cover,
like a
doesn't it?
Mignola back, yeah, with the
Yeah,
very
cool.
short color palette.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
very
cool because a lot of Adam Hughes's early work when he did it, and look, Dolph, this one's actually signed.
Ooh, tiny
It's an early
All right.
But yeah, he actually he and Mignola were sort of tight when they were younger. So as far as their comics go, plus Ghost, I think Mignola actually did a couple covers for Ghost as well. So I guess they became friends at Dark Horse. But yeah, this is a great cover, an early Ghost. I finally got this one, which isn't a huge comic by any stretch, but it's sort of an iconic one. Love this comic.
That's a good one.
Yeah, since I have a lot of the Betty and Veronica ones that he did, it was cool to get this one finally. And then these two. I got these from Frankie's Comics. They're Frankie's Comics exclusives. I got both the trade dress and the Virgin. And I'm expecting 2 more. Something is Killing the Children covers by Adam Hughes.
I didn't even
But
know he
yeah.
was doing covers for them.
But yeah, these were really gorgeous. They're obviously a playoff of his Catwoman cover that he did. And if you notice down here, it's literally the Catwoman cover. She just mixed up all of the information for the sign that he's on, which
That's
is
so cool.
it's hilarious. But yeah, it's a great cover. I'm really happy I got these two because they will go up in value sooner than later. They're already, I think, like $35 or $40 a piece. So, but yeah, I was very excited about these. So now I just need that Catwoman cover. But yeah, that is it. That's all I got this week. Very small sampling.
Crazy.
Harley Quinn coming in at 5'10". I don't know if you noticed that, but pretty tall.
She's tall.
And
Alright.
this one.
And that one. Which I will again be on my PDF the week of my birthday.
Is that all you got, Jason?
No, I bought that small collection this weekend. So, well, actually, these I had four books that were in the they were four books that were in the collection that I bought with the Tomb of Dracula, and that collection got a little bit better. So that book, plus plus the copy of the Legion of Monsters, which I sold to Dolph. Dolph bought it at the trunk sale, and then I found four other decent books. So this is apparently like the origin of the Watcher.
Okay.
This was in decent shape in that collection. This was the only other Tomb book in there, and this is the first true appearance of Deacon Frost. Is in this book. And that was in decent
full?
shape. First full, yeah, yep. Because his cameo is like 20 issues earlier. It's like almost like a.
I have his
Deacon Frost.
I have actually been buying. I got 2 issues of his cameo. But now,
This book
did I read that right? That Mahershala Ali is out, and Tyrese Gibson is Blade now.
Whoa! I certainly hope not.
Dude, the price of Tomb of Dracula 10 would have dropped by $2,000 if that were the case.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
No, I definitely saw something about him teasing a role in the Blade movie. I don't know if he's actually going to play Blade.
Tyrese Gibson replacing Mahershala Ali as Blade, rumors send internet into a meltdown 3 days ago. So it was probably just Tyrese Gibson being an idiot. Rumors about Tyrese Gibson replacing Ali's lead role in as MCU's Blade because of conflicting schedules.
Yeah, Dolph. Tyrese Gibson seems to be campaigning to play Blade in a new film, but the problem is that a reboot is already in the works with Mahershala Ali. So yeah, he's just being Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Fast and Furious 27.
Okay.
So.
Whew, dodge that bullet.
He'll be in the Morbius sequel. Oh wait.
What does Chris have? Moon Knight?
Oh no. It's the Empress from He-Man.
Oh, nice. Oh, one of those little not Mezcos, the Lego things.
The Mega Constructs.
Yeah.
And then I got this book, which I thought was a funny book, but turns out is a decent book. Freedom Fighters #1. And then finally, this book was in there too. This is, I think, the first cover appearance of Man-Thing.
Is that Bernie Wrightson?
Yeah, it's the Wrightson cover. Yeah.
Wow, I love that cover. How much? Wow, that is really cool.
He'll bring it in the trunk.
You gotta wait
bring
for
it in the trunk the second week of May.
Put it in the trunk.
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of minor stuff from the $80 collection I bought. I would not I wouldn't have bought it again, but I had already driven way too far, and I needed to come home with something, and there was certainly $80 worth of value out of it. So I'll try and move a bunch of that stuff this week. There's a lot of there was some decent keys. This was the book that I saw in the thumbnail, and I was really excited about it. And it's in okay shape, but there's a little water damage on the back upper left-hand quarter, so it goes from like a $50 book to like a $15 book, you know.
So it's not near as good as the one that you got me.
No,
might
not
be
near
able to get that out.
Near as good. And then there's this cool Galactus book that was in the Heroes,
cool.
which I think was like
That's
a
cool.
one-shot. There was that, and then this one actually is in really nice shape, but I just think it's a crazy cool cover. That Fantastic Four 200 was in there.
It's got the yellow background.
Yep.
And
We talked about that, yellow and red.
Yep.
And then I guess there's not a lot of books in Savage Dragon that are decent, but this one is apparently a decent book. Now it's worth more money if it's blank in this box, but decent book in this condition.
Is it a low print run?
I think. I mean, I think Savage Dragon from the time it was like issue 30 through when it's going to end in 240 is like a low print run. I was telling Jimmy that there's on
That's
Key
because
Collector,
Eric Larson's.
Yeah.
on Key Collectors, I saw that there's like
Sorry, Eric.
40 or 50 books that say about that the print run got to around 4,000 of that, and at one point in time it drops out of the top 300 books ordered for the week, and when that happens, they just assign it whatever the lowest print run of number 300 was. So.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like 6 graphic novels, all in really good shape. This one I might read; it's pretty cool. X-Men and Ghost Rider. What does it say? Brood, Trouble, and the Big Easy. So it's cool.
Oh, the Brood.
Certainly good books to sell at the flea market. There's a really nice Excalibur book in here. This one's cool. It's Days of Future Past.
Ooh.
That's a
Book.
one
These are-
shot, right?
I think it's the two. I think it's the 2 issues.
The 2 combined.
Yep.
So it's just trade dress.
Yep. So, a weird Teen Titans book that's kind of like done in an anime style,
Yep, I ran across a run of those.
and then the Death of Superman arc. That was really nice too. So there's a bunch of these books. There was a bunch of like Lady Deaths in which I don't know anything about that. I just know that there's obviously, Dolph, you certainly have fans at the flea market who will look to buy
Yeah, they might.
big boobed heroes, and there was a ton
Booby books.
of these books too. There's amalgam books, which were these DC crossovers, DC Marvel crossovers,
Yeah.
so there's 8 of those titles. There was the Magneto and Metal Man one, X Patrol, which I think is Doom Patrol, and X-Men. Lobo the Duck was in here.
I like that.
Yeah. I kinda like that.
Spider Boy team up is Superboy and Spider-Man.
I was just I just went through a collection with that, and I'd never seen that book before. That
Yeah, I'd never seen these
Superboy.
at all, and there was 8 of them in here. There's JLX Unleashed, so
Yeah.
it's the X-Men and JLA. This one is the coolest cover, I think. It's Iron Lantern.
That was in there too. The Iron Lantern. Yeah.
And then there's this
Yep.
was Super Soldier Man of War. So certainly these books look like, I could sell them on eBay as a lot for probably like $35, but I'll probably just put them as $3 or $5 a piece or whatever.
Sure.
So
Yep.
so certainly enough value out of the collection, but I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't driven 30 plus miles. And the worst part about it was the best book in the whole collection was the first Jubilee, and it was trashed. It was like the only book that was trashed in the whole collection. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yep.
It actually might be a good book for you to practice though, Dolph, because it wasn't like, it just was very, very wavy. And I was like, I wonder if Dolph would want this as a book to try and
Sure. I'll try some
to
things.
do it like your Tim Fox book to see if you can't just completely.
That Tim Fox was I bought it in an auction for $20, and I noticed that all the wrinkles didn't have any color break. It was just hosed, and I put that thing back together again. I think I could at least get a 6.57 out of it.
Yeah, that's what this book looks like. So
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Give it to me. I'll take care of it for you. All right, Chris,
Anyway.
you're up.
Who, me?
You
Oh, I don't have anything.
got nothing.
I got nothing.
I got this awesome
I'm
Tomb of
s- I'm waiting-
Dracula
I'm waiting
that I'm
for that
selling
collection.
on eBay for $5. Like I said, mine's mostly baseball cards. I got, let's see. So
Sports cards.
I did a search for Immaculate Collection, which is like Immaculate Collection is a box of cards. There's like 6 cards in a box, but the boxes sell for like $1,000. So like the cards in them on average are like they should be, $100 a piece. But there's a lot of Hall of Famers with autos. So this is like it's an autographed Bob Lanier, Hall of Famer. Nate Archibald. These are all I got all of them less than $15. This one is just because it's a really cool triple color patch. I don't know who Jonathan Hernandez is, but that's the F off of his, or that's an E off of his uniform. I thought that was cool, and that was only like $6. This is a nice Robbie Cano autograph card to 99. Van Jefferson, this dude's awesome.
That dude is
Florida
awesome.
card. Auto. Noah Syndergaard. Burt
He's related
11.
to the Stars cards.
Stellar Skateboard. Burt 11. Jim Rice. I figure these Hall of Famers for $15. I think, I can even flip them at the flea market. Gaylord Perry.
Did Fly Levin make the Hall of Fame? He did.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He was one of those compilers, though. He got his 300 wins and 3,000 strikeouts, but he played for a really long time.
Yeah, he was
another Hall of Famer.
Like
Billy Williams bat card.
26 season kind of guy.
Yeah, this is a Doug Williams rookie.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then this one is for all Met fans. These are 2 Sterling Marte rookie autos, and these were like $2 each. Crazy low. And then this was another auction. So I got a Burt Blyleven rookie. I paid $2 for that. Whoop.
Crazy.
A Ken Anderson rookie. I got that for $2. This is Adrian Peterson rookie. Same, $2.
That was Kenny Anderson pre gambler beard.
Yeah.
Right?
Joe Sakic rookie, numbered to 7, but this was like $4. Numbered to 7.
Yeah,
I don't even know the grading company.
Nordiques.
And then another Adrian Peterson. I got this for like $2 too. That's it. Mostly cards. I didn't get any. I did get these, and I'm gonna open them up soon.
Marvel packs?
No, I got these. So these Pro Set baseball boxes. These are $25 a piece, but there's 3 rookie autos in each box.
Interesting.
So I bought
Pro
5
Set.
of these.
Pro Set making a comeback after 20 some odd years.
What's that?
Pro Set making a comeback after like 20 some odd years.
Different ownership though. This is Pro Set owned by Panini. This isn't even Panini. This is by Leaf.
It's interesting. Pro Set never did
Leaf.
baseball, so.
Nope. And it's in that style too. That 91 Pro Set.
Yeah, that's
The no number refrigerator Perry card.
Yeah, the logo. Yeah.
But that's it.
So what about collections? Anybody got? Chris, you got an irons in the fire this week, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get that, and the Golden Age, like the 100 books.
Oh yeah.
I'll be picking those up from my buddy who grabbed them for me, because the guy was out in Brooklyn. So that's paid for in custody, just not mine.
So I had that guy I went to high school with told me about his father-in-law, and I went to check out that collection.
Yeah.
And that's more of me helping him out now than me actually buying the collection. It's a friend of mine's dad, so I'm just trying to help him out move the collection. I think he is going to consign it with me, but he doesn't want to sell it to me because obviously I can't pay him as much as he can get.
Sure. What was in it? Was it?
I got him up here because I took the 4 best books to press.
Okay.
So he's got a Batgirl Adventures #1, which is like a $60 book.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Cover.
He's got and he just missed it too. Batman Beyond. That's the second Terry McGinnis, but even this is like a $60 book. He does has a Superboy 9. So he's got a First King Shark, and they're all in really nice shape. And this is his best book. He's got a What If 105.
Okay.
For Spider-Girl.
So
And this,
interesting. So it was a
that
early '90s collection then, right? Or mid
yeah,
'90s collection?
yep, because he had a lot of Superman, a lot of like Batman, all from the '90s, like the Death of Superman stuff. A
Yeah.
lot of Robin, a lot of Aquaman. There's a ton of DC, not a lot of value. Um, but this Spider Girl in a 9.8 is like $1,400, which
Yeah.
I was surprised it was that high. But they're actually really expensive. So it's a really nice copy too. So I think I told him I'd press these, and maybe we'd submit the King Shark and the Spider Girl. I don't know about maybe the Batgirl Adventures, because this black cover, this is a you can't say really nice copy.
Yeah.
So that could be a 9.8, and then you can turn that, what would be a $75, $80 book raw would be like a $400 book in a 9.8. So,
Sure.
but that's it. Most of it we're just gonna probably move in bulk on New High auctions, and then that's
Did
it.
he have a? You said '90s DC, right?
Yeah,
Did he have like the Shadow of the Bat run?
he did.
I'm interested.
Okay.
I was into that when I was a kid a lot.
Yeah, it started late though because he didn't have one, obviously, which is first Scarface. I think it started in the 30s, I believe.
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know what he's got. Let me know what he's got.
Okay.
Oh, Chris, if you're interested in those, I got a couple of those. You can just have them some in that Shadow of the Bat run. I got a couple of them in this collection,
Nice.
and I'll just set them aside for you.
Most of them are. I mean, most of them are worthless, but
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. If like, I would just put them in the dollar box. So if you want them, I'll just set them aside.
Yeah, hook it up. I'm down.
Now, probably nobody's gonna see this because it's late in the this isn't a podcast. What is it? What is this?
That's interesting. I was thinking about this the other day too. What are these called? This is a
Video?
web
Just
It's
cast?
a streamcast.
it's a
a live-
streamcast.
Streamcast.
Live
streamcast.
show?
Well, either way, since nobody's probably going to be listening this late, I do want to say, though, that now that we're 2 episodes left of Moon Knight, I'm going to do the next giveaway is going to be the Arthur Harrow, first appearance of Arthur Harrow book.
Nice.
I don't know what that's
I
going
gotta
for
get in
now.
on
I
that
know
one.
it dropped off a lot, right? Isn't that selling for like $20 now? It was selling for like 50, and then it came back down to earth.
Well, yeah, it was selling for like 80, and then
Yeah.
and then it came
I gotta
down.
get in on that one, and I don't live in Guatemala.
But it's interesting that he has been the mainstay villain thus far, and that the book has settled.
Has everybody watched episode 4?
Jason has it.
Oh,
Oh, Chris
so
hasn't
good.
either. Chris fell asleep.
Yeah, I started to and I fell asleep
so good.
because I'm old and narcoleptic.
I am going to check out a collection on Sunday. I'm planning on selling at a flea market here on Sunday. It's going to be 82 degrees here Sunday, which is crazy. But somebody contacted me from I didn't put an ad on, but I put essentially an in search of comic collections on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know what to expect. He says he has G.I. Joe 1 through 150 or so. I don't
There's some
know.
good first appearances in there.
It's really good at first appearances, and then starting late in the 140s, they get really low print runs, and some of those books. Number 156 or whatever the last issue is worth like as much, if not more, than number 1. So
That's something, that's, for anybody listening also, that is another thing about collecting is the last issues in runs tend to be pretty valuable too. So look for those, not just first appearances. Like last comics in runs are really nice.
So the interesting
But, yeah.
thing is this fellow said he had Elf Quest, Arak, and G.I. Joe. And so there's almost
ElfQuest is one of my favorite comics growing up when I was in Boy Scouts. This was a kid who introduced me to reading comics. All he had was like ElfQuest. That's all I read on these like camping trips. I love ElfQuest.
It's funny, there's almost no value in those other 2 series at all. But the G.I. Joe, there could be considerable value. So anyways, it's kind of in between where I would sell at the flea market and my house here in State College. So I already wrote him and said, I actually had 3 people reach out to me on Sunday, 2 of whom have not followed back up. one of the people said, "I'm interested in this," and I wrote, "What are you interested in?
And
Do
you
you have a
said,
comic book
"What are you
collection
wearing?"
to sell?" And I was sometimes the default things that people select on Facebook Marketplace. You're like, you do realize that does not in any way, shape, or form
It doesn't apply.
to what I've posted, right? Like, so.
It's like every time you list something, you're like, if the listing is still up, they are still available. Are these
Yeah.
still available? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then you don't hear back afterwards.
Then you
You're
don't
like,
hear
okay.
anything afterwards. Exactly
so
right.
my listing essentially says in search of comic book collections, and then it's a very very short thing. It says I'm looking to buy comic book collections of various sizes, small, medium, large, looking for primarily superhero titles, yada yada, right? And she writes, I'm interested in this, and so I wrote, do you have a comic book collection that
You
you're
should
looking
say,
to sell?
"You are welcome."
and so I haven't heard anything back. So.
This is something that interests me.
Yeah, right.
It's like
exactly.
it's like the half a dozen people that I hand my business card to at the flea market. Like, I got a great collection. I'm looking to sell it. I was like, contact me. Call me tonight. Send me pictures. Nothing. Not a single one. One guy, the Star Wars guy, is the only one that's ever turned into anything. Otherwise, nobody's ever contacted me.
At least it was a banger.
That was a it was a banger. Yes.
You're one for one.
That one paid for all the business cards.
Right. You said you got a bunch of graphic novels from that guy too, right?
Yeah, like
I
Trades
did.
and stuff.
Tons.
You getting rid of them or what?
I have them up there in my window. I'll probably read them.
Yeah, because I usually get a lot of those for my he doesn't like reading individual comics. He wants
the trades.
the trades.
What are you
I
looking
have
for?
a ton of trades.
I don't know. I mean, whatever. Like he likes the Vader stuff.
I'll take a picture of them because I certainly, I don't need them. So I'll take a picture and send it to you.
I was gonna say read them and then let me know what you're getting rid of. Read them.
Oh, interesting fact. I just read Oh, right. It's right here. Showdown on a Smuggler's Moon.
Oh, nice.
And there is a section, a small story in the beginning that's all Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear this could be the storyline of the show. It's all about him. I mean, it's the trailer for the Obi-Wan series almost took some of these things verbatim.
Right.
Like where he's looking through at young Luke. It's like right here.
And that's from what, the Jason Aaron run?
It would have been. It was a Simon Bianchi drawing. It was Stuart Immonen, and the writer was Jason Aaron. But yeah, it's crazy. I was like, holy crap! I'm like reading what this series is going to be, because it's literally about him just wandering, going into Mos Eisley.
Is that the Black Chrysanthemum book?
No, this was a trade that I got.
So which issues is that? It says on the back. That's part of the Star Wars run.
It is collecting Star Wars 2015, number 7 through 12.
7 through 12.
Written by Jason Aaron and illustrated by
that's volume
Simone
2.
Bianchi and Stuart Immonen.
Volume 2?
I don't
Spine.
know which volume it would be.
Spine.
Spine? Yes, 2.
Yep. Usually they go in 6-book runs. That's interesting.
Chris, what did you read, like the '80s fan fiction novels?
The 80s fanfic? No, I haven't. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I just didn't know. Like, I remember as kids, we would go to the grocery store with my mom, and they'd be on like the spinner rack with like some of the Harlequin novels and stuff like that. But I remember seeing them as a kid, and always wondering like about them, because Timothy Zahn, that's kind of where the Heir to the Empire came out of, right? He was writing some of that those fan fiction novels.
Yeah, dude. He was writing that stuff, and he kind of caught the eye of George Lucas, and he let them end up with that first Thrawn trilogy. But what's funny is that Dark Empire was set to be a novel initially. I think it was pitched as a movie idea, and it got shot down. It got pitched as a novel idea, and then they were going to make it a comic book, but Marvel then sold the rights or lost the rights to Dark Horse, so it got sidelined back in '89 because there was that transition period, and then Dark Horse came in and said,
that's your
"Let's do
jam,
that."
right?
Yeah,
that
I
series is your jam, right?
I love it. But what's funny is that Lucas was involved in both Dark Empire and Heir to the Empire when they first were pitched, and whatever he set the ground rules, and then he had asked, because Dark Empire was pretty much already done, ready to go,
right?
And Lucas told Zahn, hey, like, why don't you get with Tom Veitch and Cam Kennedy and work out some of the discrepancies. And Timothy Zahn said no. Like, flat out was just like, no. So there's a couple things in Dark Empire that are a little wonky and a little inconsistent, but that's because they had to go back last minute and change a few things because Timothy Zahn was being a dick. So
That's
That's
funny.
interesting.
I never heard that
Yeah.
about him. I thought he was That's a bummer.
well,
Yeah, he was on he was on a podcast I listened to, and I wouldn't say he was like crass or anything like that, but he was pretty robotic on the podcast. It was interesting. I think it may have been, Dolph, would that have been on the comic book? No, I think it was. I was listening to podcasts, and I was listening to comic book historians, and then it was recommended because I was listening to comic book historians. I can't remember what the name of the podcast was, though.
I never
Oh.
even knew that's what he looked like. He looks like a douche.
some of these, like, check those Dark Horse ones for print run and availability, because some of these Dark Horse trades, like Tales of the Empire and End Empire,
Yeah.
like, they might be something, especially if they're in good shape. I mean,
They're all
you're
in
not
great
going to
shape.
get they're all in great
How-
shape.
How do you
I mean,
find
I'm not
out?
talking crazy money. I'm talking like you can easily get like $50 to $70 for them though. So I wouldn't go undercutting yourself on shit like that.
Sure.
How do you find out if trades are worth anything?
eBay.
Yeah,
We just
eBay.
found out something came through the store, and some guy had some Magneto one-shot trade, and it was going for like $235 on eBay. I don't know why. It was just such a low printed trade. It was crazy.
low print runs, and for however long they've been, well, at this point they've been out of print for, well over anywhere
Yeah.
from 10 to
Yeah.
30 years.
Hey
So
Dolph, if Chris isn't interested after you read it, I'd be interested in the Lando trade,
Yeah.
because I see that Alex Maleev actually drew it. He's one of my favorites. He's a lot of shadow work. Did a lot of the Marvel Knights stuff. You know who Alex Maleev is. What am I telling you? But yeah,
And
I'd be
and look
interested
up
in
the Splinter of the Mind's Eye, because that's a weird one.
Oh, you guys, this is a bit of an update, but I did reach out to the guy with the 6 Waste of Time guy with the collection with the 6.
Oh yeah,
and,
Secret Wars 8s.
Yeah, and he said he said that they've done some more research on them, which I'm not sure what that means, but that they're going to they're thinking about getting a couple of them graded, and so it breaks my heart because they don't know anything about pressing or cleaning, and even though the books are really nice shape, I guarantee that sitting in those long boxes for all those years, they would need to be pressed to get the highest, to be able to realize the highest grade out of them.
Yeah, I probably told you. I think I saw Shattered Empire. I thought it was Splinter in the Mind's Eye. I thought I saw it in here though. Oh well. There's all sorts of wacky stuff. That was like Splinter of the Mind's Eye was the original novelization before the movies ever even came out.
Oh, that's cool.
So like all of like the what's his name? I forget his name, but all of the prototype art and everything, it's like they based the book off of like that stuff. So certain things are now incorrect.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, right? Continuity adjustments because they have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had all the cartoon series where half of those characters are introduced, and now they gotta retcon, or they gotta change the continuity, right? Because that's what they're having to do with Ahsoka, and that's why you have the true Ahsoka first appearance in Clone Wars, but then you have the Marvel first appearance in Mace Windu, right?
Well, Mace Windu, that's Asajj.
What is Ahsoka's first continuity appearance? Isn't that Mace Windu too, or no?
No, her first continuity. Well, Clone Wars #1 is seen as attributed as her first appearance, but there is like I forget what the hell it's called, but it's like it's a trade. It's like the full story is in a trade. It was like some kind of weird special edition thing, but that's her true first appearance. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know why they always say Mace Windu 5 is her first continuity appearance, but you said it's a trade.
Yeah, let me take a look. They say Mace Windu #5.
Yeah.
You know more about that than I do.
I'm definitely looking at like those, if I could find a regular, somewhat of a deal on some of those books.
So let's see. We have interior appearance.
Yeah, she's got all those appearances in the Clone Wars books first.
Yeah, it says that first Clone Wars book is her first appearance. It says, but Shipyards of Doom. Okay, Shipyards of Doom. It says here on Key Collector, second appearance and first full cover appearance of Ahsoka. But
okay, yeah,
there's something. It's one of those weird things where one of them got released before the other.
Sure.
Even though one is the. So there's that, and then what else do we have? All these Clone Wars. Yeah, here we go. Mace Windu #5, first cameo appearance of Ahsoka Tano in canon.
In canon. Yeah.
In canon.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's what I meant. Like in continuity kind of thing.
Yeah. There you go. So
funny. That Star Wars Forces of Destiny. It says the first full appearance of Ahsoka in canon, and it's a kids book, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's also that first Bo-Katan is in a kid's book too. It's in it looks like Golden Book format.
Remember I helped that fella sort his books out of his garage? He has 7 of this Star Wars Forces of Destiny Ahsoka in multiple different.
Really?
He's got I think he's got all 3 versions. The A cover and then both variant covers. Oh no, this one's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but he definitely has this variation animation cell cover.
Yeah, Chris, you're right. Some of these trade paperbacks are like $300, $200.
Told you, man.
Damn. Yeah, this is the Star Wars Clone Wars Defender of the Lost Temple. That's the first Bo-Katan.
Dolph, that collection is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, seriously, I didn't even know. Especially the Dark Horse ones. But I'm reverse sorting it by price, and I don't have any of the high end ones.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said just double check some of those.
Yeah, no,
'cause
it's definitely worth a second look for sure. But I mean, yeah, here's another one of those first Bo-Katan. That's $99. That's not bad.
I hate to see you,
Yeah.
off it for $5 or $10 when
Yeah.
you could have made like 300 off of it.
Well, that's my library. You know, it's like, you know, what you see in like a lawyer's office. They just kind of sit behind me.
Right.
Some people call them a library.
Some people call them a library.
Library.
Yeah.
That's a very poisonous berry.
But I have that first edition Tales of the Jedi. That's $80.
There you go. Yeah. I figured the Tales of the Jedi were going to be up there right now because they're speculating. Because you heard about all that, right?
Yeah, I know they copyrighted the logo too.
It was like some like they got like one of those old school turntables as gifts,
Yeah.
and it with like the suitcase, the portable ones, and on it were a bunch of logos that like Lucasfilm gave to employees as gifts, and one of the logos on there was the Tales of the Jedi, and everyone's like, "Why is that on there?" So then all of a sudden, all the Tales of the Jedi stuff started shooting up because they're like, they're going to do something with it. If they did, I would assume it would be like an animated. That's what I would think personally.
I would think that too. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
But that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And they are working. There is talk that they are working on an animated something.
They have no plans for a movie though, huh? They haven't said a thing about a movie.
You know what though? Like right now, I don't see why they would. Why would you waste your money, like spending billions upon billions of dollars when you're already set up? Like especially like they should be doing more animated stuff because they own the whole, animation.
Yeah,
Everything's done in house.
I guess I'm saying
all
versus
in-house.
like all the TV shows in the pipeline, and there's no movies. They're not even talking about a single movie
Yeah, but what's their bread and butter, man?
right now. Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. But I wouldn't call Boba Fett a huge success.
No, but
Mandalorian's
but-
probably going to be fine, and Obi-Wan's going to be just fine.
But let me ask you this though: it wasn't a huge success, right? But it probably would have flopped as a movie.
If
It would have lost money on that, I think.
yeah, could you imagine that as 2 hours? No.
Yeah, because
No.
and they're still market. And the thing with that, on top of it, is they're still marketing all the toys from it, and they're making hand over fist because everybody still loves Boba Fett. And
Of
they can't.
course, yeah.
So-
Boba Fett's bankable for sure.
So, but
Sometimes-
Kenobi's going to do well.
Sometimes
there's
they know
no
what
way.
they're doing. Which one?
It's just crazy that they're
Kenobi.
now the world's biggest animation studio. They're the world's biggest film studio. They're probably the world's biggest production studio. Maybe the world's biggest visual effects studio. They're all in the same freaking company at this point in time. So
Yeah.
you'd imagine they would stop swinging and missing on anything. Like it's
I think
frustrating that you have the Boba Fett
But
series.
isn't that always the case too? This is like why you want Disney to succeed, because you need competition. And because Disney is failing miserably, Marvel's just like patting themselves on the back like we're good, we got this, we're infallible. And DC needs to step up their game, and then Marvel will step up their game.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, it looks like DC with this last film stepped up their game. I haven't heard anybody talking.
The last
Nearly
two,
as
the
bad.
last two, in my opinion, were pretty damn good. I love Suicide Squad, the last one.
The
I liked
James
it,
Gunn
I
one.
liked it a lot. What's that? The James
The
Gunn
James
one?
Gunn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was great, and
and
then
I really
and then
like
it's-
Batman too.
And then we got Peacemaker out of that, which was awesome.
Which was awesome. Yep.
They can't
So I
seem
think-
to do a non-Batman serious film. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about, I always compare, like, Suicide Squad to a Guardians or Suicide Squad to an Ant-Man, right? Except it's obviously much more violent and way more cursing. But
Well, you're gonna have
you
to
know-
see what they do with Shazam 2 or Aquaman 2.
And I
Well,
love
Shazam wasn't
Shazam.
bad. I like Shazam.
I like Shazam a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched it again the other day. I really.
But like
Shazam.
you're saying, it's because here's the thing: the biggest complaint about all of the DC stuff coming from the MCU side, people who are big fans of the MCU, they think it's too serious. It's not lighthearted enough. There's not this. There's not that. So then you take a movie like Suicide Squad and you make it more lighthearted, then give it some of that comedic value that the MCU has, but because it's DC, it's a hell of a lot gorier.
Yeah.
It's a swing. It's a home run.
True.
You know, because like I mean, I would like to see. I mean, there's such a huge rogues gallery. I'd like to stop seeing like the Joker and this Catwoman. There's a market for it no matter what. So, but there's always like they kind of always go to the same villains, and there's like so many to choose from. I heard that there was like a Kite Man animated series that they're talking about doing, but
that's
what
like when they did an Alfred TV show. Like nobody wants this. Like
no.
I'm glad they killed that Gotham PD. Nobody wants to see cops. Nobody wants that, and they did it already. They just did it.
But think about how messed up they could really like do like a Mad Hatter series, like a 5-6 episode Mad Hatter series, like. That would be insane and super dark and kind of,
That's why
like
they were like. I know they're talking about doing a Penguin miniseries, and I'm like, we just got Penguin. Do a Freeze.
Yeah.
I would love to see Freeze. If they did Freeze in the same way they did Batman the Animated, like I would love to see that arc play out in like a 10 episode series. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I also don't know why they don't try and do it. So people loved Batman the Animated Series, like, right? So why don't they try and update that to be more like a Spider-Verse kind of a thing, like, and they don't have to change to do all the graphics and things the same way, but like to do an elongated storyline update, maybe some of the way you're telling that storytelling, and just do it a little bit better. I mean, Marvel's doing a ton of kids properties right now that are on Disney Plus, like. You can already watch all that stuff. You can watch, next gen heroes and stuff like that already. You can watch America Chavez and Squirrel Girl, and there's animated series that are getting kids involved.
I got a proposal for you. What if you did 10 episodes, one season? Each episode is a different Batman Rogues Gallery guy.
Yeah.
Like they each get one episode. Like you do a Clayface and a Mr. Freeze and a Man Bat, and everybody gets an episode. That would be cool. I would totally watch that.
Well, yeah, and then you could really kind of because you could appease the masses by doing a popular one, and then you could throw a more obscure one in there,
like Calendar Man,
and
or some
still still have it
weird one,
and still have it be relevant. That'd be cool. I like that.
That's what they should do, though. But
Kristen Dolphin was green with that project.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Right. I'll sell that collection and fund it.
But you have to build up to something. They can't just like throw everything in it and expect us to be all in.
Yeah.
Like that Harley Quinn movie, that thing was the worst piece of garbage I've ever seen.
Oh, it's terrible.
And people like everybody wants Harley Quinn. I'm like, no, they want good Harley Quinn.
Right.
You give them that crap. It was so bad.
Which is upsetting because I was excited. I was kind of into the idea of there being a Huntress coming out.
Definitely.
And it was. I mean, I thought Huntress was kind of the only.
I still haven't made it through that movie.
The last fight at the carnival was worse than something that's on the CW. It was so bad. You can clearly see like people not landing their punches. It's like this. Like
I gotta tell you,
awful.
That made the leaning against the Adobe wall in the last episode of Boba Fett look exciting. Oh no! Here comes the Scorpion bot. It's still coming.
I don't even remember too. Was it Montoya, Huntress, and who else was in it? Who were the other?
Black Cat, or not Black Cat? Why did I say Black Canary?
Oh, that's right. They did Black Canary again, for like the 4th time.
Yeah, but how disappointing! Like, I thought everyone was like, "Oh, whoever the actress was, she was great." I was like, she was written wrong. Like, it just she screamed once. Like, that was it. That's all you got.
But she was in Arrow, and she was in Legends of Tomorrow, and now she's
Listen, I can't get through Arrow. That is a giant pile of crap. It's
Arrow
the same.
the first 2 seasons were good, and then no.
No, they weren't.
You didn't even like the first 2 seasons,
Dude, I watched the
stuff
I watched
with,
the first season.
The stuff
and
with
every
Deathstroke
episode-
was good.
I didn't even. I got.
Deathstroke was
Second season.
two.
The second season is decent.
Yeah.
That's where I stopped.
I got into the second season and didn't make it past like the second or third episode.
Right, Deathstroke was
Every
2.
friggin' episode,
Deathstroke
it was like the
second
same
season,
thing.
yeah.
And you had to like half of the episode was a recap of the last. It's like how many times are you going to say the same thing
It
over and
was.
over
It
again?
did do that.
Please shut up
Because they went
and
back
get
to,
on with it.
So season 2, they did do a lot of like recaps on the island. Like they did a lot of like recap stuff. It was a lot of
I
flashbacks.
just like that you called it a giant pile of crap.
It is a giant pile of crap.
But even Flash, like after when they did Gorilla Grodd was their high point. After that, it's crap.
I
It's-
love Zoom. That's pretty much where I stopped.
Zoom was season 2, right?
Yep.
Grodd was season 3, I think, and that's also when they did their own version of King Shark, which was also awesome. And then they went straight downhill. Whenever Iris West was talking about her fucking feelings all the time, you're just like, oh God, just shoot me. She's like, stop saving people. Let's just sit on a couch and talk about our feelings and our relationship. I'm like, it's a superhero
Like,
show.
let's not.
Come on, Iris, you dumb poopy head.
Poopy head.
Don't turn this into a giant pile of
Yeah.
crap.
Supergirl was never good. Black Lightning was never good. Stargirl is good. I think I said that before. Stargirl is really good.
Oh, you said it.
That was a DC like app show, was it not? Like, that was
it's
only
I
on-
think it's CW.
Is it
Yeah,
because Jeff Johns was involved in that
I think so.
pretty
But it's
heavily,
all-
from what I
It's
understand.
all Justice Society. It's good.
Did any of you watch The Runaways? Because that came across our
It was okay.
the thing on Disney Plus the other day,
Yeah, it was
and we
alright.
watched the first episode. It was
But
okay.
They canceled it.
Who wrote that? Vaughn? Brian K.
Uh,
Vaughan? Is that who
Did
did
he write
Runaways?
Runaways?
It went 3 seasons and then they canceled. And now Disney owns it. But I started watching it, and then I watched this one episode and was like previously on, and I hadn't seen a bunch of stuff, and I was like, what is happening? And then for some reason on the first series on Disney Plus, the first season on Disney Plus, they don't have every episode. They've every episode in season 2 and every episode of season 3, but the first season they have episodes 1, 2, 3, then 5, then 7,
Yeah,
8,
Brian K. Vaughan.
10.
It was-
So you can't watch it straight through.
Well, that's why you gotta get on Plex, Jason. I've invited you to Plex. I got the Runaways.
You know,
I got
Yeah,
it. I got it.
I knew that Vaughn wrote it because there's you know the comic that Donny Cates is doing, Crossover.
Yeah,
Have you read it at all?
I have not. I think the
There
more
was-
Kadu likes it, the more I want to hate it, because me and Kadu do not agree on comics.
I really like it.
Yeah, is it good?
And it's a cool premise. It's campy, but it's not too campy, you know. But there was a running joke in the beginning.
Wire crossover, right? Wasn't it supposed to
Yeah.
blend like Image, DC, and Marvel? Like, does it?
Yeah, but what ended up happening was they
They ran
weren't
out of
allowing
money.
Cates. No, they weren't giving him the rights to use certain characters.
Of course not.
So instead, he had to revert back to using his own characters for a while there, and some of the Image properties, obviously. But there was a running joke in the beginning of that where, while they're figuring certain things out, news reports kept coming up that comic book writers were dying left and right. So the old school comic book owner says to his employee, which is this younger girl, he goes, "Did you see that Brian K. Vaughan died?" And she goes, "The Runaways guy?" And he goes, "That is so wrong on so many levels." And it's just funny because
Oh, really? It's like they made Brian K. Vaughan in the crossover book?
Oh yeah, well, dude, you ever read Nailbiter?
No, I never read that either.
Bendis is like in the comic.
Is he really?
Yes,
All right.
it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
So,
I've been meaning to read crossover. I think it's like one of those things where Donny Cates was just spread too thin at that point. Like he was doing Venom, he was doing Hulk, he was doing this, he's doing too much.
yeah. Well,
He's too much.
Huh?
He's too much.
he's too much.
He's
No,
just-
I like it.
I'll read it. Like I said, Kadu really liked it, so that usually means I won't.
He
Yeah,
loves
could you-
Magic Order too.
He does.
Yeah, he loves Magic
We
Order.
agree on some things, but I remember he said to
He
me
likes
something.
everything, though.
He does, but he said something
there's
to me
not a-
once. He's like, Dolph, are you reading this? I love it so much. I'm like, it's the most woke crap I've ever heard. I was like, you like this? He's like, oh, I love it. I was like, oh god,
Poor Cadu. He's probably at home sick with freaking COVID.
probably him and Jackie.
Dude, what a d-bag move.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into it. Not happy.
Well, boys,
Yeah.
is that it?
Is
I mean,
that the
Jimmy's
hard
been-
out? 11-11. We took
Jimmy's back,
we took
yes,
Jimmy.
we gotta-
40 minutes.
We got to
longer.
preserve him.
Yeah, I'm off this week, so I'm just like, well, whatever.
True.
I
I'm
forgot.
sure our
But
new
other people
viewers
work.
probably bowed out about 40 minutes ago too. So.
Our
Yeah.
what?
Our new viewers,
Our new ones? Yeah, they left a
Yeah.
long time ago.
we had a couple.
They're like, man, you old men are boring.
We had Joe.
Wait, this is a
Joe's
comic book
regular.
show. Boo!
He
I
says things like giant pile of crap.
Gun Devil's waiting for me to send him his book to Guatemala.
Well, if he jumps up on the live,
It
once
wasn't
in a
that
while,
bad. It was like I think it was like $15 to send it.
That's not bad at all.
No, it wasn't bad. And I told him, I said I never made the rule, so you get the book. You win, Guatemala.
Guatemala. He's gonna
Alright,
turn
boys.
around and sell that book for
Guys.
a lot of Guatemalan money.
Next week I have
Well, I
baseball
will. I
game
will.
again,
I will
so-
more than likely have a good mail call next week. So
Oh, nice.
Chris and Jason saw one of the things I got this week.
Chris and
Have you
Jason
made-
both
Chris,
saw it?
because Chris was going to buy it, and Jason was going to just go and pick it up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. What? Have you made a decision on your Adam Hughes cap?
I actually I found it on eBay for $44.
Nice.
So that's a buy it now. So
Do
I
it.
put in a bid that's $10 less than that. So I'll see if that holds, and if not, then I'll do the buy it now.
Good deal.
So,
Good. I don't have to.
but yeah, I'm going to try and get it because it is a cool cover, and
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
Well, I'm going thrifting all day Saturday, so hopefully I find something to buy. And
Nice.
then I'm definitely selling comic books, so hopefully I sell some on Sunday.
Jason's definitely going to find some Adam Hughes because he always does.
I always do.
He's yeah. You're gonna find gold for $50. That
We'll
seems,
see.
dude. That's the running theme. I bought this collection for $50, and I got this.
We'll see.
All right, boys.
$50 goes a long.
And I got to
Goes a
go
long
ice
way
my
at
back
State
for 15
College.
minutes and watch something, and then I have to go
Ice
to
your
bed.
back?
Yeah,
Oh no,
I have to ice it 3 times a day.
Jimmy, you're the youngest of us. Oh no, Jason is.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Jason's the youngest.
Jason's the baby. Right, Chris? How old are you?
43.
Yeah, Chris is younger than me too.
Chris is a baby. Wait, Jason, how old are you?
42.
Yeah, you're the old man. I'm the second old man.
I'm never the old man of the group. This is weird for me.
I mean, we're pretty
I'll be
close,
47.
Not a huge.
Congratulations. You hanging out with a bunch of youngins.
I
know,
turned
that's
45. I turned 45 in what? 3 weeks?
right.
3
Damn.
weeks.
So weird. Somebody, I've been watching this 9.6 Incredible Hulk 271. 520 is the offer. I offered him 5. He came back with 520. He's selling it for 550. I don't
That's
know.
pretty solid. First Rocket Raccoon in 9.6. What
First
is
Rocket
the
Raccoon in a 9.6.
what's it on?
GP analysis has it around 480, but
Oh, really?
yeah, I thought it was going to be higher than that too. But I know it's going to. I mean, because Rocket's supposed to be the main focus of Guardians 3,
Mhm.
And Rocket's also going to be a big part of the Christmas special. So Rocket, once he starts becoming the main focus, that book's going to jump. I know it's going to jump, and it's a 9/6.
Rocket and B. Arthur.
Rocket and B. Arthur. I'm just thinking, I don't know. I think that might be a pretty good investment, even to flip it after Guardians 3 comes out. I don't know.
It'll probably jump.
What do you guys think?
I mean, it's full blown above retail right now.
It is
That's
above
the only-
retail.
That's the only question. But then again, it is a 9/6. You know,
It's a
so
9/6. 9/6
What's
first
that?
Rocket in comics.
what's that book from 1980?
That's a good question.
Hulk 271. So Hulk 340. McFarlane's cover is in 1988.
82.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be in the 80s.
It's
Ooh,
really
maybe I have a newsstand edition coming to me.
Chris, what's your window?
77 to 92, 93.
I'm gonna start like just obsessively thinking about every book that could be in there.
seriously.
I already wonder how many Secret Wars 8 you have in there.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for just one.
Jason's
I would
calling
love.
dibs on one of them.
I want for myself. I want one, and I want a Spider-Man 300. So
You don't have one?
I no.
Hmm.
I did way back when.
I know my
But-
son was hunting for one at the last couple shows we were at. I think he's kind of disappointed at how expensive they are.
Well, there's a
Said you
couple
can
books
get a
that I
bad
got
one.
my eye on. There's I would love to get a Hulk 181, but I want like a 3.0.
Like a beater?
I don't want. Yeah, I want an old. I want
That's what mine is.
I don't-
Mine's a 3.5.
I don't need anything above a 4.5
Nah,
because
you
I don't want to spend that money for it.
It's all relative anyway. As soon as the big one jumps, the little ones will follow. So they're all
Right.
going to go
So-
up.
So I said some of those big keys that I've always wanted but can't afford. I'm just gonna go low grade on them.
That's what I made a career out of. Jason saw. There's nothing high grade in my collection. They're all
you got a
fours.
pretty you got a pretty high grade first appearance of Spectre now.
Yeah, I do. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Nice,
All right, boys.
Hi, boys.
gentlemen.
Ciao.
Good night. Good night, Internet.
Gentlemen,
Let's see if I
good
can
evening.
get out of here.
Yeah, Chris
I don't-
never gets out of here. I always have to close the room.
can't do it.
I'll just close the room and meaningful.
Oh, I found the leave button.
Peace.
Bye.
leave buttons on the bottom right.